point, Gerald, that they found him in an alleyway in Amsterdam with the body of his head of him and asked if you could fit an arm in. Oh, we're live! Back at Christian Madness News! And today we're going in on the Winkle again! Hurrah!
I drank your water in down here. Just watch the fucking video.
Oh, wet please. Just a little warning, the people featured in today's video have never seen, touched, or tasted a wet beaver. Poor buggers! Or are they poor buggers, or are they degenerates? Wet beaver!
Wet beaver! Wet beaver! 2 days off videos and lives. So this morning I'm back. There's no one live this morning. And a video to come later. So yeah, the title, I'll get straight down to the title. I'll say good morning to people first. Let me go back up the chat. Morning, Paul C. Morning, John and Kendra. Morning, Andy. Morning, Quentin. Morning, Reese. Morning, Ty. Morning, Flavs. Morning, Wolfman. Morning, Lane. Morning, Michelle. Morning, Turkey. Morning, Autistic Man. Yeah, that's a relic. That's relic. That's Autistic Man. Nice lace sensor pickups. Oh. Nice set of lace sensor pickups in it. Morning, twin. The chat can wait. The chat can wait. Morning, Sarah. The title: Threat of legal advice gets results in less than 24 hours. As many of you might know, you know, I applied for my full medical records about 7 weeks ago, and it was getting on my tits. It was supposed to be 2 to 4 weeks. They offered me partial. They offered me fucking electronic partial, but I refused to accept any until they gave me my full records, which I was completely entitled to. I went up. What day are we? I went up Tuesday. The office manager was back Tuesday, so I went up Tuesday. Spoke to a receptionist. I said, look, it's been 6 or 7 weeks. I said, and I'm now at the point where I feel like I'm being fobbed off and given excuses as to why I can't have my full records, and that I was going to seek legal advice. And within 24 hours, within 24 hours, within about 6 hours, I had a phone call saying that they'd be ready 8:30 the next morning. So within sort of 20 hours, 21 hours, I got my full records off them just with a threat of legal advice. So yeah, I haven't looked at them yet. My missus is more fucking, she's a nosy cow, so she wants into my medical records, but I haven't even opened them yet. I picked them up yesterday morning, 9 o'clock, and I haven't even opened them yet. And my missus is, come on, open them. I want to see what's in there. But no, they were either, morning Deirdre's, they were either being, morning Tim, either being extremely lazy, morning Ice, morning Yogi. They were either being extremely lazy or they didn't want me to have them. Yeah, and the threat of legal advice got me them. Yeah, so a result for me. Because they definitely didn't want to let me have them for some reason. So I'll see when I go through them why they didn't want me to have them. I really want them because I want to see, because I have to, most of my medical care, whether it be mental health or like my calves, my muscle wastage, musculoskeletal degeneration, they call it, or something. I I have to follow up everything myself. I have to do everything myself. I had to get my own mental health care because they wouldn't fucking. They were just being shit about it, and yeah, I have to book myself into physio. The doctor didn't even fucking do that for me. So I'm wondering if there's something in my records that has got me down as some sort of junkie, which I've never been. I've never been addicted to Mary Jane. Yes. Class A drugs. No, never. So, I'm wondering if they've got me down as some sort of junkie or some sort of hypo, or, even though I've had health problems all my life, I'm interested to see what's in there. But I think my missus is more interested than I am, so she can wait because it's eating at her. Morning, Mr. BB. Chicken fucker, bro. Chicken fucker. I think we might have a chicken fucker here somewhere. Chicken fucker, bruv.
Hey.
Morning, Nathan. No, Nathan. No. The local mental health services were that slow and shit that I went to mind myself and acquired intensive therapy sessions over 8 weeks. But no, the doctors, they're terrible. They're up here, they're terrible. They don't seem to want to treat me. I've had a miss or non-diagnosis from one doctor on his own 4 occasions that I know of, where I've been able to feel a lump in my neck. It was up under my jaw up here. I could feel it. I went to the doctor 4 times about it because I have to go to the doctor before I go to my specialist. So I went to the doctor 4 times about it. He couldn't feel nothing. He couldn't do it. And then the 5th time, because I was getting worried, they sent me to see the district nurse. And instead of the doctor, they wouldn't send me in to see the doctor. So I said to the district nurse, look, I've got a lump in my neck. I've had about 5 removed, 6 removed. Morning, Mac. Morning, T1. I've had about 6 removed. I know my own body. The district nurse had a feel. She felt the lump immediately and went in and gave the doctor a fucking roasting. And within 2 weeks, I was in having an operation to get it rid. So that's at least one fuck up I know of. And that's one doctor, just one. So an hour surgery, doctors come and go. So there is no, unless you specifically ask to see one doctor. And if you do that, you might have to wait a week, 2 weeks longer to see him. So it's whatever doctor they give you up at our surgery. So, yeah, that is the Welsh NHS, Tim. I did see a comment. It is the Welsh NHS. Yeah, I'll get the link out now. Morning, Dodge. Yeah, I'll get the link out now. I'll get the link out in a minute. First coffee of the morning. First breakfast of the morning. And some fresh backy. I've been on the reserve. I've been whittling my reserves away, which I don't like doing. I don't like smoking dry tobacco. It gets to about, 5 grams of dry in the bottom of my 30 gram, and I've got to ditch it because I can't smoke it. But I've forced myself to smoke my dry. It's all good. Now I've got some fresh. Appreciate it. Morning, Nelly. Nice avatar. I had to peek in there in my glasses. I do like a good avatar. I'm not a big fan of cutters, to be honest, Deirdre. It's a bit sweet for me. I smoke Marlboro Gold fine cut, which is one of the cheapest 30 grammers, but definitely one of the nicest tobaccos. But it does go dry a little bit quick. But it's not wet in the packet. So I think that's why I like it, because it's a mild one and it's good for thunder sticks, if you know what I mean. I don't like one that's too, I whinge about it, go dry, but I don't like one that's too wet, if you know what I mean. Morning, Charlotte. Yeah, I had to come off the which one? Old Yellow, because it was just too damp for me. Too damp. Good idea, man. Good idea. Morning, Charlotte. Morning, Paul. In a bit, Tim. Morning, Optical. Yeah, I'm a bit funny about the daughters, and that can get, import tobacco or whatever you want to call it, fake, whatever. I'm really, really dubious. Always have been. When I smoked cigarettes, I wouldn't smoke import, fake cigarettes, cheap cigarettes. I wouldn't do it. Morning, Jaywick. Yeah, before I was on the tobacco, I was still on ciggies. My missus had a few of really, really, really bad unbeliefs, and she won't buy. She won't buy the cheaps. You know what I mean? Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Ty.
Morning, mate.
Morning, Nathan.
Hello.
What's going on?
You
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, good, man.
What's that noise?
Okay. And Nathan might have a bit of an echo.
Is it gone now?
Can't see it.
Is it gone now?
No.
Still there.
You want an Android?
No, I'm on iPhone. Still there?
Yeah. No, it seems all right.
Morning, Louise.
That's all right. Turn the camera off, Nathan. I'll bring you on. Morning.
Legendary Mark,
Ty.
yeah. Can I just answer Legendary Mark? Yeah, Legendary, he's doing well, brother, and he's telling us you're doing really well as well. Big up, son. Keep it going. He's been dry for a year. Fair play to him.
Yeah, I haven't. Mac doing well as well. I haven't spoken to Mac for a while, but yeah.
Well, I can tell you what, I was cheered up. I was cheered up to know. Ministry, did you see the Gamers Live yesterday?
Only a little bit.
Oh,
I didn't get
my God.
out all day or much of the day, so I saw a little bit.
The stuff that come out, the truth that come out from Natural Born about him, well, it was a bit of an eye-opener,
Yeah.
Saying that he was beating up a pensioner, but he's punching Natural and begging money off him and begging money off somebody else, and Jesus Christ.
Well, what's going on with Gamer?
Oh, same shit.
Am I gonna have to go and watch the live?
Go watch yesterday's live. It's quite.
Do you know what? Look, as far as I'm concerned, so basically, open your eyes as to how much of a sleazeball Gamer is.
Oh, well, his big mate, Natural Born, opened a lot of people's eyes yesterday when he spoke some truth about him, So everybody's feeling sorry for him and how down he is. And then when you hear this shit that's coming out, then you think, well, you're a right bastard, wrong one.
Yeah, I missed quite a lot of it. I was out most of the day, so when I did come in, I did put his on. I had music on as well.
Look,
I resisted jumping on with him because he still got me blocked in that. So I resisted jumping on to complain because there's no fucking point.
With Gamer, look, a lot of people are gonna try to help him. I was one of those people, and I just gave the fuck up because he don't really want to go and change. It's just about him being a fucking man of the show. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, well, what Natural was saying about Gamer punching natural and begging money off him, and you know, and he was threatening to take the dog back off him. Then
I did see a little bit of it, but sort of as soon as Wolfman was live, I went over there sort of 15 minutes after. I was on the phone for ages to someone, so as well, I missed a lot of gamers, but I could see what was going. I was reading the chat while I was having a call.
To be go on, Ministry.
No, that's all I was saying. Is sort of I got a bit of a gist.
Wolfman has started to do lives. Obviously, not so yeah, I'll literally just go on there. I mean, to be honest with you, anywhere is better than Gamers live stream because he's just fucking absolutely off his fucking rocket, isn't he? Let's all be honest. Majority of the fucking time. And then he's wondering as to why his liver's all packing up. If anything, I bet his liver's trying to fucking escape his goddamn body.
Yeah.
He's trying to run out, trying to grow fucking arms and legs and take the high heels.
Well, Big Mac UK was right, but what he said that Nacho was saying that, like, you know, he gave him a smack around the head, he stole money from him, and fucking God knows what. Like, he's a wrong un. He's a fucking wrong un. And people are still feeling sorry for him.
I don't.
Yeah. I did notice he was on the bag again yesterday.
Yeah, fuck that.
Toxic.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
look,
at the end of the day, look, he's I think he seems to think that he's got unlimited lives because he was moaning about on Hearing Fat the other evening about his blood cut and all that, but he sounded like he was off his head. Fucking probably drinking or whatever. And I don't get.
It's not beat around a fucking bush. He's killing himself in front of us.
Yeah, of course he is, but he don't give a fucking shit. He thinks he's got unlimited lives, Ministry. It's obvious.
You know, yesterday he sounded when he first come on, he sounded compass mentis.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I heard him on Wolfie 2 hours later. He was completely off his fucking nut on the pills, right? And he's killing himself in front of us. He's killing himself.
Is it Temazepam he's taking or something? But was he taking now?
Yeah, he's calling them the Quaaludes, but they're not. He said what they are, T30s, and that's Temazepam 30s, which
because he held the bottle up, didn't he, the other day on the live somewhere? He held the bottle up on Sparky's, I think it was.
The T30s, they only given out in extreme cases, so you know, they're either fake Chinese or, you know, someone's getting scripts, and it's, you know, the person who has prescribed them obviously has realised that they don't need the T30s, so you know, because they are that strong. You know, well, back in the day, early 90s, we used to get the T10s, the Temazepam 10s. And they would knock you out. They would put you to sleep. That's what we used to take them for. We used to come in after a night out, take one of them, and bang, go to sleep. You know, after clubbing all night. You know, and the 30s must be ridiculous. And he's killing himself in front of us. If I'm honest, you know.
Yeah, he's cracking.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ministry. People are still. I mean, if he tried to get on my panel, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'd even let him up. Maybe not. But I'll tell you what, though, all these panelists who are letting him up, well, if you're happy enough to watch him drop down dead in front of your eyes, then yeah.
I think he's just. He was saying, "Oh, I'm not kissing. I'm not kissing Society X's ass. I'm not kissing Live Free's ass." And not. I thought, yeah, okay.
Why was I hearing? Apparently, he's somebody said that apparently he's not allowed in Society X's no more because he said apparently that he liked Agent X more. So I actually went back to that live stream that people were probably referring to, from my understanding. I literally went and looked at it, and there was no sound of game moving on that panel. Something you want to fucking
no. On his own, there was some hoo-ha on his own, Nath, but I'd take it with a pinch of salt. He was off his nut, so he can't even remember what he said. So the next day,
Oh, it
someone
was on
questioned
his
him
own
on it. He
panel. It
didn't have
was
a
on his
clue.
own. So
Yeah, the next day, someone questioned. He didn't have a
this
clue.
from my understanding was probably the second live from the most previous. I gather, yeah.
Yeah. It's a couple of days
Yeah,
ago,
I'll
it
go
was.
and have a look at that because
3 days ago.
I'll tell you what, the one thing about ministry, people need to kind of go back and have a look. They can't just go and take people's word for it, because the problem is you start fucking saying something about something and you got it all wrong, you're going to make yourself like a fucking dick.
Yeah.
You know, so I always look back at the live.
Hey,
Always.
ministry. Go back to that message I said about that kennel. Beautiful dogs. Yeah, mind. So they didn't come back to you when you approached them.
Oh,
did
yeah.
they?
Forest Dog Rescue. Yeah, I've emailed them a couple of times and had no replies.
They got some beautiful whippet cross screen there. Yeah.
Yeah, I did message
Youngsters.
them on Facebook, and someone got fair play. Someone got back to me straight away and said, "We are busy, but give us another email." But they can't. Yeah,
I seen the
they
Facebook
can't.
page yesterday, and they
Yeah,
said they were desperate to offload dogs because they got no room there. Morning, Cheeky Chops.
yeah. I don't. They might have seen my original email, and it says say about yourself and your experience
Yeah.
with dogs, and I told them, that I've owned working dogs all my life, so they might be reluctant to give me a running dog, even though I don't work dogs, they might be reluctant. They might think, oh, he just wants a fucking running dog, which isn't the case,
Yeah. Because
But
I look.
me, I'm open and honest, I let them know that I know how to handle fucking stubborn working dogs. So,
Yeah. If I didn't have the spaniel, I would have gone for that light coloured whippet cross. But anyway, I'm sure, let's hope somebody out there is looking for a nice dog. There's loads of them there, like. But anyway,
yeah, I should give them a share. Really, I should give their
there's a lot of charity shelters, screaming out for people. I'd rather go to a shelter and get a dog from a shelter and pay people for fucking breeding them, hundreds and hundreds of pounds for a fucking crossbred fucking dog. I'd rather go and get one from a shelter.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I've been offered a couple already, but they were both sort of rescues. One was an 8-week-old pup. I'm not saying, but it had been hand reared, so I was dubious if it would have, leg problems, calcium deficiency, so bow-leggedness in the. So
well, that's why these people are breeding the dogs. They're not in it for the dogs. They're in it for the fucking money,
Yeah.
So they put a bitch in litter every time it's in season just to make fucking money off it.
Yep.
Well, let's all be honest, though. I mean, money for a lot of people is or the hunger for more is the root to all evil. So it doesn't really surprise me, really. That they're breeding. I don't really give a fuck about dogs. Just the money sex.
No, a mate of mine bought a couple of American pocket bullies, and it was a fucking disaster. He paid like $3,000 each for them. Kept them in the house and all with the intention of breeding them, and first litter, fucked. Dogs with cleft palates, dead puppies, dogs with weird legs. You know what I mean? He ended up getting rid of them both because he had a litter, and I think the mother ended up not being able to have pups, and the whole litter died because they were fucked. You know what I mean? So there must have been that much inbreeding. It wouldn't surprise me if the parents were somehow related. I think he was done a bit, but there you go. But I don't like it when he got them and I saw him. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And that was my words. What the fuck are you doing? I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny, but he did reown the dogs, but he was expecting big paydays.
Yeah.
But I've been offered a bully type because
I see. Do you know what? Actually, there's this guy who lives.
probably
Who I saw the other day actually of a bully, and it was a female. Do you know what? She was so fucking friendly. She was so. Do you know what? She.
one in there, Rainbow.
You know, you stroke her and all that, and then she's just so fucking playful. And I think to myself, do you know what? You know all the news and all this fucking bullshit about the bullies. Well, I mean, it just kind of shows how fucking just wrong it really is.
It's the owners, and of course, with all sorts of inbred dogs, that doesn't help their. It's not just crooked tails and cleft palates that are the problem. Yeah, it's bonkers.
She was a big girl as well.
Yeah, I was offered a bully pup the other day, or I don't know how old, daughter's boyfriend's grandparents can't handle it, I don't think. So my daughter hasn't been in and said any more about it. So yeah. But bullies as a breed, when they're bred properly, they are absolutely stunning dogs and one of the most loyal. But we got to remember they are working breed. They're hunting dogs. Now I know a lot of the height has been bred out of them now, but they are and were bred to hunt fucking all sorts in the States. You know,
when you got them, you got to bear in mind they are a lot of work. So they are. I mean, some people. I mean, to be honest with you, when you see a fucking bully, you can't really kind of. Sometimes you may be like, is that a pit bull? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
they look quite similar, but even pit bulls, they are very
a lot of these. Yeah, go on, mate.
They're sort of in the same category, I'd say. I mean, they're lovely dogs, but their temperament is sort of very, very sort of like on a different scale where, you know, you just got to you can relax, but you've also got to be on the ball, and then you've got to know how to control it because they are feisty fuckers. They are feisty. And I know this because my mum's got a fucking half fucking pit at her house. And he's a right fucking feisty little bastard when he wants to be. Don't get me wrong, he's old now, but he's still a feisty little fucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, T1. It's definitely down to the owners and inbreeding. You know, you can put on YouTube working American bulldogs, and like you'll see proper ones. And they're Johnson bulldogs. There's some crossed like pit bulls. But they do not, in the States, they do not have them silly little fat fucking things that seem to be all over the country here. You know, you put it in and, you can see videos of them working. They put fucking Kevlar jackets on them and use them to hunt wild pigs and all sorts. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. I'm not sure if there's any on YouTube anymore. I don't know how their safety bill's going to think of watching dogs attack pigs and, you know, a bloke running with a pistol and blast it in the back of the head. I don't know how YouTube are going to feel about that.
You know, online safety bill, how does that work? So basically, if somebody fucking disagrees with how panels going, they can literally just go and report it, and then boom, the channel gets taken down.
Not necessarily.
Oh,
YouTube would have to. I've been mass reported twice and had my channel taken twice. And first time it took me 7 hours to get it back because it was obviously just fucking bullshit. And then the first time it took me 7 hours. The second time it took me 30 minutes to get my channel back. So YouTube know when people are just being cunts for the sake of being cunts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, they can see through it. The bots might not be able to, but when you complain and a person looks a person sees straight away what's going on. No messing.
Just off topic quickly, I need to quickly go and bring this up. Who watched Agent X's Love when Beetlejuice was on there playing with all the AI? By any chance?
I saw the clip. I refuse to watch it.
Yes, I was watching that. And
she's a mod over here, and I won't be drawn into witch hunting. I'll say this right now: I won't be drawn into witch hunting, and I say it about other people. But I get on with Agent. She's a mod here. But I will not watch.
What do you mean by witch hunting?
And she knows. She knows I won't watch. She knows I won't watch when Winkle's on. I'll go in, say hello, thumb up, and then leave. You know, I don't go in there waving my spanner around because I'm over there smashing people on the head. I go in, say hello, and I leave if Winkle's there. But that's my choice. I don't want to listen to him. He's got nothing to say that I want to hear. I mean, sorry, not Society X. With Agent X, I said the other day, I think she's just a very, very lovely lady, and I just don't really think she likes to see the bad. I think she likes to kind of see as if like this person's just good, and she kind of like tries to not look at the bad. So yeah, that's just what I kind of see of her. And also, I mean, she said that she finds it funny how they all kind of are. Well, you know, that's her sort of sense of humor, and that's fine. I mean, nobody can really go and well, I mean, they can if they want. It's in their opinion, but in my opinion, she finds how they all kind of are funny. Then, you know, that's up to her. Do you know what I'm saying? I think she's alright. She's always been alright with me, but I would say with him though, it's just kind of shown the lengths that he's going to. Ministry. I did obviously the other night when obviously on your last live stream when that thing happened with me and Ups in your chat, I then went on to onto my panel and basically wanted to go and get the obviously we're going to sort that out partially now, but we're not friends, but just keeping it on neutral. But when I had that live stream up, I had 3 fucking porn bombers in the back, and do you know what these stupid idiots? I said to them, all 3 of them, type in the chat or I'm fucking you off. I gave one of them 5 seconds, and he just kind of gave me this look. I looked at it thinking, "You're so recording." And yeah, I just fucked them all off at the back. You ain't gonna go and chat if I don't know you. Even SG popped up, and I'm like, SG would always go and type in the chat. Yeah,
he would always go and type in the chat.
I've got two or three SG accounts blocked. I have. Yeah. The one of them, Winkle was even that desperate. The one day he came in with Vincent Vega's name and SG's avatar, the fucking mong. So he must have been typing away on his computer because I've got so many accounts, porn bomber accounts blocked from StreamYard, not from YouTube, from StreamYard.
All right, Ministry, I'm back. Fucking got fellas. Somebody come to clean the gutters out, you know, on the fucking water running down the fucking house, yeah. So just cleaned the gutters out this morning. Got to move the cars.
Yeah, it's that time of year. They've been round posting notes, you know, little advertising things through the door. This past week, people who do the gutters and the windows, and
like I see in the one place in the corner, there's a fucking big clump of grass growing up the fucking gutter, you know.
Oh, my guttering's terrible. I ain't having it fixed. I can't be fucking bothered. Whoever takes this place on can fucking have all that responsibility. I don't want it. I can't be asked.
I think he's charging 50 quid to do the front and the back.
That's all right.
Yeah. So, you know, crack on, fella. And they move the cars out this fucking way. You don't even drop anything on the cars.
No.
Anyway, he's there now, so he can crack on. And
oh yeah, Ministry, you live tonight by any chance or not?
Not planning on it. Maybe. I'm going to make a video later. But like I said, I haven't been on for a couple of days. I haven't made any videos or been on any lives for a couple of days. So you never know. It depends how busy it is tonight.
Clean them, Lordy. Clean them, Lordy.
True, Quentin. True.
Let's hope we don't damage him, Lordy, when he's fucking doing it. Fucking hell. I
think Upton's planning on doing a live stream tonight, but he's probably going to have Beetlejuice on there, so...
Yeah. Yeah, he can fuck off.
Yeah.
He's put him in the chat, Upton, he can just fuck off and not even bother trying to come on panel because, like I said, he contributes less than I do. He fucking when he comes on, if Gamer's not here to shout at, he just sits there. Fucking weirdo.
I know. He just kind of just sits there and just watches all the fucking shit unfold, and he even tries to press it on.
Ministry, did you see Spunkfish's little video yesterday?
No, I see it come up on my feed. Was he out and about? Was he?
He was out and about now. You see the one I done down the beach, and he done one that. He commented on it, and he went and done one. And fair play to him.
Nice.
Big up, Tony boy.
What was I going to say now? Oh yeah, Ministry. I noticed fucking Chubby Rain on his channel. He done a post about you, saying about something. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
No, I'm not subbed to him.
Yeah, well, he said apparently you. He said there's something. He said there's something about apparently about how you had Michelle C and Binksy up here, and because they both don't like him, they basically kicked Chubby off, and then you blocked him in the StreamYard, and then something as well about how.
He's not blocked in. He's full of shit. He's not blocked in stream.
I know. Well, I'll tell you what. Look. He said on there. He said there was a comment actually on his channel from you where you went and called him the NONC. But let me just quickly go and say something as well about that. Let me click on this person. Come on.
Morning, Sparky.
Funny enough,
hello,
that's what.
Morning, Ministry. Morning, bro.
Hey, yes, the
hello,
name, man.
people.
How
you doing?
That's what NBC came
hello, my old
yes.
Morning.
That's not your authentication. That's not your usual authentication.
No, it wasn't a non. You didn't call him a non-C. What do you call him? Yes,
you what, bro?
I said that's not your authentication.
Ministry, soundboard, AI,
yeah, Henry. Fuck off, Henry, you spastic bastard.
I just had to.
You can do fuck all, Henry. Go away.
I knew it.
Oh, Sparky's in a chat. Look, say not me.
Yeah, I knew it when it was not the right authentication. So there you go.
Can I just quickly go and say something? Sorry, Ministry. So I've heard Chubby go and say some things basically on the scale where he, in my opinion, deserves to be called a nonce because he's actually going to say, well, Russian will being a nonce. Well, if you're going to go and say that, well, then in that case, then two fucking right people are going to then call you a nonce.
I don't think he's a pedo, right? I don't think he's a pedo, but he says weird shit, right? That I don't want to be associated with, right? So, and that's it. That's as simple as that, right? So I didn't want him on my channel. I said he was welcome in chat, but not on panel. He weren't happy with that, so he decided to make a shitload of parody accounts of me, allow them all in his chat, causing trouble, go into other channels, causing trouble in my name, and now he's calling me a bully, following me around YouTube, commenting on both my channels, calling me a bully, because I'm making videos about him. So,
well, I didn't know
take that what you will, but Chubby's a mong. I'm not a bully. Chubby's a spastic. And
he's a mong. I'm going to agree with you. He's a mong.
Keep getting worse.
I'm going to agree with you, Ministry. He is. Some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. I pulled him up on Mark Kelly's foot. I'm like, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you saying that for? What is wrong with you?
He's full of shit. He's so full of shit.
And to be honest with you, after he fucking allowed the Crinkle to have the AI up and all, obviously with Master Ron, I'm like, I've changed my opinion on Chubby. I've changed my opinion. I think he's a bit of a fucking twat now, to be honest with you. I really, really do. I think he's a fucking idiot. That just did it for me when he had that on there.
Yeah. I think he started off doing it to try and impress, to try and get people to dislike him, to try and get more people in his chat, and it's backfired on him. He started being a twat a long time ago, for the things he used to say, but it's backfired on him.
Yeah, well, I used to have him on. I used to get on with him fine. Both being musicians and that, but just the shit that comes out. I know in the videos I say some weird shit, right? Like, chubby and mummy. That's a bit weird, right? But you know, that's how I see him. That's how I see him now because he's just like he couldn't accept that I wouldn't have him on panel and that he was welcome to be in the chat. He wouldn't accept that. He just wouldn't. He's something wrong in his head if he won't accept that from the host of the channel. Then you know, there's something wrong in his head, and I don't know what it is. Fucking weird cunts seem to be attracted to me.
Ministry, I'm going to jump off all these fucking fellas are here. Right?
Yeah, no worries.
And I'll jump back on once they're gone if you're still live. Catch you later.
No worries.
Bye, everyone.
In a bit, Ty.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so I think I know I make silly videos about them, but yeah, I think they're a little bit obsessed.
Ministry, I look forward to your fucking videos, man. I'm on YouTube and I see a promo come up and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go and wait for this shit. You know, but yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like I said to you, that after he was like okay to have the well the AI can come up and you know and just basically do the training to fucking you know, I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, do you know what? You are exactly what the fuck everybody was saying you are. And that's just a fucking bit of a wrong one, to be honest with you. Like, seriously. He was an alright guy at first, but listen, for somebody who can't really comprehend, right, that not only the shit that comes out of his mouth, but who he's letting up onto his panel. I don't understand that. And like I said to you now, it's just like last night, I was on Agent X's and I saw him on there and I'm just like, I literally just want to bro my like he's a mod in there as well. I had my objections to that. I'm like, Chubby's a mod.
I think people are entertaining the Winkle, and I think it's to sort of they're showing that they're making a stand, and you know, we're making a stand. Oh, people say, yeah, we're going to let him on because people say he shouldn't be allowed on. That sort of attitude, which is not going to end well. It's not going to end well. You've seen what happens to all channels that he's associated with or people he's associated with. He can't help himself.
Bit of a degenerate, really, isn't he?
Big up, Wolfman.
He's a bit of a degenerate, hello, Wolfman. He's a bit of a degenerate, really, isn't he? Fucking hell.
Playing the skin flute. Yeah, change the subject away from that. Oh, pricks. Excuse me.
Precious me! Precious me! Ministries are back, the greedy bastard!
Fuck me, I've had some funny comments about that fucking clip. People saying, why do I condone animal cruelty? Okay, 9. On in.
Just looking at some of these comments.
On in, Nutter. I was after someone mentioned it yesterday, Nutter. I had to go and have a look, and old Shit Pits fucking community post. What a joke! What an absolute fucking.
What Shit Pit Steve? Do you know what? I haven't even seen him around. But I heard that he was saying some very derogatory shit about gay people, and you know. So I asked that was Paul Wilson, right? So I said, "Well, have you got the stream for you so I can go and have a look?" And then yeah, and then Shit Pit Steve was like, well, it was a spur of the moment thing. Well, listen, mate, look, it doesn't matter if it's a fucking spur of the moment. Look, I could be a cunt sometimes, alright? But there's some things you do not say, alright? Even when you can be a cunt, like, you know, it's called fucking controlling what you're saying. You know what I mean? There's some things you do not say. And from what I heard, he's a bit of a dickhead. I mean... Yeah, I told him, no, I'm not going to go and have no judging for you until I go and see the video. And then all of a sudden he's fucking going to say, well, pretty much, well, you won't be able to come and judge me. Well, I haven't seen anything to have any judgment on you, for fuck's sake. Don't make no fucking sense.
Yes, T1. I take everything Steve says with a pinch of salt. Yes, he can be figgy, but it just gives me content. I really don't take offense at what he says about me. To be honest, I don't
This
cry
is
about.
you
You know what I mean?
ministry. This is YouTube. You got all the clippers ready and all that fucking to go and do a little bit, stick it on their channel. Got the ones who create the drama and then wait for you to go and find it on their channel and then have something to go and say, and then you give me even more content. Mr. D, etc.
Excuse me.
And Mr. D, if you're watching, I love you too.
I'm going to mute a minute because you don't know me blowing my nose.
No, I don't give a shit. I sneezed, I didn't mute. Oh, he's done it anyway.
Oh, you don't know me blowing my snotty nose. I've got to put the meter back on as well. Miserable day here today. Sat looking out my fucking window. I can see the mountain though, so it's gonna be a good day for a walk later on. It's only 10 o'clock and I'm all already talking about going out walking. All on my own.
Chicken fucker, bro. Wanker. Buster, wanker, fucking cunt bastard. Chicken fucker, bro. Official bro. Please don't chicken fucker me, official bro. I love you, official bro.
Nice beaver, if I do say so myself. Oh, I do like a nice wet beaver. Ha ha! Nice wet beaver.
Oh, I can't get back to get a video on later. I'll get my walk out of the way first. Get my walk out of the way. I'll walk with my brother for half hour with his dogs. Then I'll carry on for an hour and a half. Get the miles in today. I know I was out all day yesterday and did a load of strutting yesterday, but yeah, I can't wait to get back to making a video today. So I do have a few suggestions, so I'm going to chuck a few of them suggestions in today. Pork chop's been asking and asking, so I think I'm going to have to do a pork chop. I did see he had his sheep picture up yesterday because he's also known as lamb chop. So I don't know what to do about Porky yet, but he has been asking. So yeah, I think Anakin's back in, Gamer's back in. I'm gonna have to find something for NBC Kate. In a bit, Paul. I've been doing it everywhere, Davids. I've been doing it everywhere. Outside Costa the other day, fucking Brewers Fair, Premier Inn. I think I kept them on my phone so I can load them up to my StreamYard.
Right, bruv, I will have who the fuck I want on my panel, bruv. Get me, bruv? You better get me, bruv. You better get me, bruv. You better get me, bruv, 'cause I'm a little bit stalky, bruv. Fucking get me, bruv. Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fucker.
Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fuckers everywhere, bruv.
That whistle and chips and beans or something.
As the chicken fuckers, bruv. If you get me.
No.
You could hear my message right at the end, and no. And the whole thing was no. No, I don't get shoes. But I will walk into one part of the house to another, and she'll say to me, "You don't fucking get me." Morning, Bruce. Oh, we got a lamb chop already. Oh no, I saw that comment. I wasn't listening, Bruce. I switched over to Wolfman's, and yeah, I couldn't butt up with. I couldn't stick the gamer stuff. You know, it's getting a bit thingy now. Morning, Oyster. Yeah, it's getting a bit monotonous. Really, 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 really boring. You know. Morning, Min. I did see your name go past a while ago. Chop fam. Yeah, Wolfman's live. Very interesting last night. I had the orb on. I was listening and listening to Wolfies as well. Really, really good discussion last night on there. I was going to jump on early, like to say about my small victory with the fucking surgery, but Gamer was being a bit retarded after his, jumping on and off. And then once Futai and Mike got into it, I just watched for a bit. And then caught up on some more Last Kingdom, because I'm fucking addicted again, even though I've seen it through once already, all the way, all the seasons and the film. Started again. I'm on season 3, so just at the end of season 3. Yeah, exactly, Rob. When this guy came to update our fucking router, because I know the engineer and the house is so big, he doubled up, gave us an extra router. So that's how I'm able to be fucking in the house next door to mine, streaming.
Hello. 54321010010.
You're all right, man. You're all right.
I'm all good. Yeah, I'm all good. Look, even Two Fingers just to go and clarify it's me.
Yeah, I got you. Turn your camera off. You're all right.
I was doing my own precautions just to avoid you kicking me. Yeah, my fucking my dongle ran out of battery.
Yeah,
I didn't. Yeah, I've got this little Wi-Fi little dongle thing because the internet run out on my phone, so got to wait till tomorrow for it to till 12 a.m. Tonight for all my internet to come back. So the little internet dongle I've got, but you have to charge it up and all that.
Yeah,
and I don't keep it plugged in.
Yeah, I unplugged straight into the router here. Like I said, I know the Sky bloke, so he gave us an extra router, and you know, I've got one router linked wirelessly to the other. Or sorry, I got the Q box linked to the one, and then I got the other router linked to the Q box, and then I'm plugged into that. So I'm fucking, you know, well, I'm in the house next door and upstairs, so
But
my
what
house
do you,
is that way.
where are you,
Uh,
by the way? Are you in like a little room of your house or something, or what?
No, this is a house attached to my house.
Oh,
It's upside down, and that's why I'm around here. So I was around in my missus' dialysis room, and I'd stink the house out having a smoke. But here I can sit, look at the mountain, even when it's raining, like it started to now. But yeah, I can sit, look at the mountain, have a smoke without winding my missus up with a smell because she don't like it. She don't like it. So it was a. If you're wondering, it was a care home. I live next door in a 3-bedroomed house. This is an upside down 2-bedroomed house, but this living room is the kitchen's over there. 2 bedrooms and bathroom downstairs, so upside down. And out the back behind me, not through that door. There used to be a way through there, but it's not. It's a cupboard now where a boiler used to be. There's a studio flat through there, so.
by the way, Bruce Lee, I don't need to brush my hair. You jealous because you ain't got curly hair like mine?
David's Cafe, if you go on Google.
No, wrong with my hair.
In South Wales. I'm right on the southeasternmost tip of the Brecon Beacons National Park. So if you have a look at Brecon Beacons National Park, I'm right on the southeastern tip, just inside the park boundary. So yeah, I'm looking at the Coitley this way, and if I look out that way, I can see the Blorenge.
Robert Lee, you like my hair, but you know you're not telling me I'll go and comb it and all that. Cheers. Fucking people, man. Ministry, you're lucky you ain't got no hair.
Yeah.
Fucking bold.
Yeah, David, I'm half hour from Monmouth. I'm just above Aber. You know what I mean? Just above Aber, up over the mountain there.
Mop top Bruce Lee, yep. I am mop top. I am mop top Bruce Lee.
Get the Milton out. I've got a yellow finger coming. I can't be part of the gamer gang. In fact, I think I might have an alcohol wipe here. Yeah, I'll fucking get rid of it. Brown finger. Do, do, do. Oh, what an avatar. Fucking hell, man.
Don't fuck with the baldies. Does that mean that you're bald as well then?
That's from a film, mate. That's from a film. It's from a film called The Wanderers. It's on, I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, I'd say to anybody, if you haven't seen The Wanderers, have a go. Have a go. It's a good film. Cheaply made film, but it's one of them 70s gang films. So, good film.
Yeah.
And if anyone's interested, on Prime as well, there's that on Prime. They've started to put on loads of the 80s and 70s gang films. So, Bronx Warriors is on there. Bronx Warriors 2, Class of Newcomb High, Class of 1984. So all the old fucking classics, Return of the Living Dead 2 and 3 on Prime. Prime's getting all the good 70s and 80s B movies. One of my favourite films, the soundtrack is amazing for the Wanderers film. Warriors film, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have Cyrus as my intro, shouldn't I? Off the Warriors.
Mm.
Let me see if I can find it a minute. I don't know if I'm going to get a black screen for this, but I'll show a little bit.
Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours. If you can count. Come on, Cyrus, we're with you. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, bro!
Now look.
Yeah,
what we have
I'm not
here
going to
is
get to that bit, Rob, because it'll fucking strike me, so. Can you
Nah,
dig it? Brilliant film.
Beetlejuice is in the way, is lying in the way for you to slip up. Hello.
Yeah, Dodge Wanderers, brilliant film. I think it's on YouTube as well. I think it might be free with ads on YouTube as well. So I've noticed YouTube are doing that. I was looking for Joe Dirt a couple of weeks ago on Netflix and fucking Prime, couldn't find it. And it turned up in my YouTube feed, free to watch with ads. That's a fucking good film as well. My voice sent the best, Quentin. I got fucking copyright claimed for that. Believe it or not, I thought fucking covers were allowed. Apparently, I get copyright claimed when I play and sing play guitar and sing. So
Anyway, listen, I'm jumping off into chat 'cause I've got to go and make a coffee and all that, and I've got other shit to do. So yeah.
no worries, you're good, man.
Have
In a bit,
good
Dave.
one.
In a bit. I'll have a look at that, Robley. I don't watch a lot on my computer I'm on, to be honest. You know. Yeah, I should do a little bit more on the guitar. I have got a mixer up here, but it's just for audio out. I've got my Yamaha mixer. It's an older one. It's not got fucking USBs and shit on it. Yeah, it's just a claim, Quentin. So all I did was had to trim it out the live, or mute it. I think I trimmed it out, to be honest. I'll get a copyright claim for today's music as well. Yeah, but I'll just go in after when it's processed and chip it out. You know, either trim it out or mute it. So. Just concentrating a minute. Can't multitask. Oh, it is quite difficult, Quentin. I shouldn't sing things like that when I don't practice. So I haven't been practicing singing and don't warm up, sit smoking, then try and sing songs like that. I don't know what's going on with my something funky's going on with the YouTube chat for some reason. Don't know what. Later, man. Cheers for going in, man. For some reason, YouTube is won't show the chat. What a knob. It's a strange one. Never had it completely fucking disappear before. I can see the stream and analytics running behind it. I could, Mr. Rainbow. I could. Definitely could. Lots of stuff that I used to just play and sing. Some of the time now, or most of the time now, I need the lyrics up in front of me. There's certain things I can do that, I don't need that. But to see the structure and the lyrics is, sort of essential for me at the minute. Apart from a few songs, but they're easy stuff like Floyd, some Floyd and that, which I've always played. You just remember. What date are we? 16th. And we got the fucking council opposite putting up a Christmas tree. So the local kids will be swinging on that by 6 p.m. I'm surprised my missus hasn't texted me yet or rung me to find out where I am. She must be having a lie-in this morning. I got to admit, I did as well. I didn't get up till just before 9 o'clock, which is late for me, but I was up watching the fucking Last Kingdom, so I came off the tubes about 10, I think. I'm gonna have to get myself a notepad and start writing down the ideas people chucking at me. Pringles Tube Steve has got to make an appearance. I'll have to remember that today. Pork chop. Gamer. NBCK. Chubby and mummy. Play the skin float. Play the skin float for fun. Chubby. Fuck off, Chubby. Fuck off, Chubby, and play the skin float. Drink some cider and don't inhale your weed. Chubby. Fuck me. I love a comment, Lordy. Oh, I do like a raffle. But I expect to win. I don't run any ad blockers at all. Deirdre's I should do, but I don't. Yeah, they can. YouTube can piss if they think I'm having ads on mine. They can get lost. Yeah, I'm after sponsorship, T1. I'm after sponsorship. I'll have sponsorship from what do I like? Cadbury's chocolate, but they're not going to sponsor me. Costa Coffee, but they're not going to sponsor me. Marlboro tobacco advertising not allowed. Yeah, that's me out the window. Morning, Vincent. YouTube is broken. It definitely fucking is because my chat's gone. I've got no YouTube chat. It's all in StreamYard. There is nothing coming up on my YouTube. It's fucking crazy. It's bonkers. Yeah, someone did mention a Dino Bird character. You just reminded me. I don't know what sort of bird he'd be, but yeah, it's the same here, Paul. And it's 10:30, and me and my brother probably, won't go out till about 1:30. But I'm already like planning my route. After I just walk done half hour, my brother, I'll carry on. I don't know. I got no idea why someone would say Dino Bird, but they put it in comments the other day, and I just fucking started laughing. I thought, oh my god. I don't know. Yeah, I think today's video, because I haven't done any for a couple of days, I think it's going to be quite brutal. I'll put that out there, and it's going to have warnings. Chubby, skin float. A nice wet fever. Oh, I've got all fucking peeping van noises, fucking builders working noises. Yeah, I might even have to get a couple of new chicken fucker bravs in there. Public ones, so. Yeah, that one's gone. That one's gone off my StreamYard. I think the only original one left is
Hey guys, AJ Smith here. I just come on panel because I keep getting timed out in chat tub.
I think that's the only original one left. All the others are a bit newer.
I the brown finger man. If you get me, please get me fishing. I love you, you still love me. My brown fishing. Alright, bruv? Get me, bruv? Please get me, bruv. Please, Fischl, get me, bruv. I'm gonna sing you a song, Fischl. Please get me, bruv. Please get me, Fischl, bruv. I miss you, bruv. I miss you, bruv. I really miss you, bruv. Sorry, bruv.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to keep the Badger knockout on there. Like I said, some people don't like it, so I think it's funny because if you watch the whole clip, it can be found elsewhere. If you watch the whole clip, the Badger gets up and walks away. Yeah, that one's gonna have to go. It's not very politically correct, is it? I don't know. They were on AJ's stream yesterday. Ultra was out shopping for hard liquor, or tonic, whatever. Bucky, he was on the Bucky, and yeah, I don't know what AJ. I think he might have had a can, or he was on the volcano or something. Big up the Badgers. Everybody loves a Badger. Gotta love a Badger. Yeah, I was at AJ's. I was surprised I wasn't smashed on the head with a spanner. But I was in there for a bit. It was quite amusing. And it was interesting watching Ultra walk around and all the Nepalese supermarkets and that. I love it. It's fucking great. Not the mass immigration, but, you know, the shops. I do like an Asian supermarket, I've got to be honest. Especially if you're struggling for fishing bait. The Asian supermarket, you can always get bait. Squids, prawns. Brown finger, yeah. I've got to wash my finger. Mine's a bit yellow from smoking in the car yesterday. Not dudes, rollies on the way to fucking Cardiff. Because I don't smoke them, I just hold them there and they go all fucking, yeah, I've got a little bit of a yellow finger, but not for long. As soon as I come off here and I do the dishes, it's going to get fucking Miltoned. I'm not being in a brown finger gang. Yeah, my closest good one is Newport. Down by the bingo, so Masala Bazaar. Right opposite Lidl as well, so you can do both. Fucking brilliant. And if you want like 5 and 10 kilo sacks of rice, it's the place to go. Blow heater off. Nice and warm. Nice and warm in here, you know. Oh, we got a hip hop battle, knowledge battle going on. Let's go. Let's go. I haven't listened to any hip hop this morning or yesterday. Yes, Quentin. Big up AMG all day long. Big up Mr. Rainbow. Big up Baron. Yeah. No hip hop for me last few days. I'm slacking a bit, but I've been listening to it. I should get back on the Talib Kweli and Mos Def. I've been listening to a lot of Das effects for some reason. Don't know why. It just they want the effects album. Fucking just gripped me, got me. Heard the track off it. I was in. Oh, I love Talib and fucking Mos Def and Black Star and fucking brilliant, man. Brilliant. Oh, I didn't. No, I don't do the politics of it. I didn't realise he was, you know, that politically outspoken that way. You know what I mean? Probably not, Vincent. Probably not. If it's anything to do with East Coast hip hop, no. West Coast, sorry, no. I'm sort of more East Coast. Apart from the usuals, you know, NWA, Booyah Tribe, them guys. I listen to a lot of East Coast hip hop. Oh, I'll have to have a look, Deirdre. I'll have a look, see if there's any clips of him ranting. There should be somewhere. I've got to admit, I do get some odd looks sometimes with my Def Jam hoodie on because it's like extremely big and baggy, and people must look and think, "You hip hop with all them tattoos and fucking looking like a fucking heavy metal tramp." There'll be no spanner rental going on here. Paid in full will be in my that'll be in my YouTube music feed. Africa Bambaataa was accused of historic sex crimes. I don't know if he's convicted or what, but yeah, I had a bit of a discussion with the Winkle about this a couple of months ago about do we listen to music just because people are outed as maybe wrong uns? And I've got to be honest, if Africa Bambaataa comes on now, I do skip it, but that's just me. That's just me. Not sure if he was convicted or not, but yeah, that was the big thing one time in the States. So African Bambaataa being accused, should we say, allegedly. Yeah. Tim Westwood, another one, yeah. Latest, Deirdre. I'm not going to be long myself, Deirdre. Mrs. is going to be stirring soon, and I've got chores to do. She ain't on the machine today, so I can use the washing machine. One again, Ty.
Morning, mate. Yeah, fucking hell. Fucking hell. We got some shit out of that fucking gutted in. Jesus Christ.
Any trees?
Any what?
Any trees?
Trees.
Oh, I think I got trees growing in mine on the one.
Ah, yeah.
I know.
It was a big fucking fern growing at the one part.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
So, and you know, you get a load of shit and grass up there, so he
Yeah.
pulled it all out and he's cleaned up. He's fucked off now. So
Yeah. I got ivy growing up the one corner of mine, so
yeah, it's a fucking nightmare, man. I'm waiting to have the pine end fucking new soffits and I put on the pine end, but
yeah.
the builder won't do anything in this weather. He said, "Oh, I can't come in. It's fucking raining." Well, it won't be done till next fucking year then. You know,
Yeah.
got to get scaffolding up and all for him to work up there. So, but there,
Yeah,
what it
that's
is,
the
I
thing
suppose.
now, yeah, not allowed to fucking work from ladders and that anymore.
Yeah, well, you know, these boys are up a ladder there, but there was two of them. It's one of those ladders. It's got like a big spread across the bottom. You know, it spreads out way past the width of the ladder. You know, so it's really stable. But at least one was on the bottom and he was up the top and fucking cleaning the gutters out. So yeah, so it's got to be done once a year, I think. Morning, Nick and John Calvin Arts. Yeah, so what happened then? See, what was he talking about after I left then? Besides porn bombers.
Oh, just a little bit of that, and that was it really. Nathan jumped off, and I've just been waffling since, interacting with the chat, you know, talking about music and stuff. But yeah, just waffling really. But yeah, that I'll go back to my title. It was a result I got with the doctors because they were playing me up about giving me my records.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd been like 6-7 weeks. Offered me partial. I said I wanted full on the forms, and yeah, I went up there and said, you know, I'm going to take legal advice now because it's been like 6 or 7 weeks. It's supposed to be 2 to 4, and I had a phone call within a few hours saying I could go and pick them up the next morning. So
yeah.
they were
well, like we said earlier, that you know. Like same down here, the surgeries down here, you don't see the same doctor twice, you know. They're in and out like fucking dog's dicks, you know. They're there, they're gone, they're there, they're gone, you know. And that's where they fucking operate now, these surgeries. Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, long time back, when I was going to the surgery where I used to live, it was the same doctor. You didn't have all this bullshit or make an appointment. You just turn up in the surgery, you know, wait you fucking turn. He'd see you like he was there. You may be there 5, 6 hours, 7 hours a day. See every fucker, you know.
Yep. Yeah. It was the same here before they moved the surgery to where it is now.
Yeah. You got a phone at the half. You know, they won't answer the phone till dead on 8:30. Then by the time they get your call, then you're number 35 or 40 in the queue. You know, if you wait a bit longer, then you won't get fucking seen at all. So it's a fucking nightmare. Fucking nightmare. And I went NHS, you know, in Wales, it's fucking worse than England. The NHS is fucking terrible. The time you got to wait to see someone, there's people dying because they can't get fucking appointments. You know, it's fucking shocking. Oh, so I've just got to pop out later, get some dog food and some feed for the birds. Just put the last of it in the fucking feeders now. I think I've had 2 rats this week down the back there, you know.
Yeah.
I put the trap out and fucking nailed the both of them, so they're both dead.
That's the way.
Yeah. Like I said, next door cleaned up all their garden and it was a right fucking mess. Whether they moved out there now because they've cut all the brambles down or whatever. But yeah. What they do, and they come in between the fence because there's a block wall at the back of my garden and a brick wall going down the side, both sides. And so what I've done, I put 6x4 panel sheets right along there, you know, just to make it look tidier. So what they do, and they go in between the wall and the paneling, you know.
Yeah.
Bastards. So
yeah. I'm with you, you know, coming over the back after they were obviously coming over when my brother's chickens were there, and when they were obviously coming in looking for chicken food which wasn't there. So I pinged a few off with a rifle, but I haven't seen any since. So
yeah. well, you know yourself. They're everywhere. They reckon you're not more than 10 feet away from one, but you can't. When I go out, leave him out in the night last thing before I go to bed for have a pee or a shit or whatever, you know. I always switch the big light down the garden. I always see him running down under the fence, you know. But I
Yeah.
didn't see any last night, so I might have had the last couple of them there. But if I see him again, I'll just put this trap out. They can't resist a bit of peanut butter and fucking wallop the
I
next
love
day.
it.
They're in there, bang,
Yeah.
their head smashed in. Because our
Yeah.
fucking trap is powerful. Jesus Christ, it comes down at a... It's like a mouse trap, only about fucking 100 times stronger, you know? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I always bought cheap little live traps, which the rats are more dubious of. But my
Yeah.
mate had a couple of my mate that used to come up and do the garden with me. He had a couple of them big snap traps, and I
Yeah.
was always cautious setting them. Fucking
Oh, fucking, I'd take your fingers off.
yeah, they take things off. So
No, Vincent Vega, no. There's a couple in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, I got live traps here, and I got them fucking ones to kill them, you know, but when he was younger, I'd have him live, and I'd take him over the beach, and let him go, and he wouldn't go fucking far before he nailed them, you know. But,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But I fucking can't stand rats. They fucking freak me out, them bastard things. And as kids, it was nothing better than going down the river with a fucking couple of terriers, you know, along the river bank ratting. It was fucking brilliant. I loved it.
yeah,
Give me that
Yeah,
before
we-
all the other fucking...
yeah. We used to do a bit with the terriers and that bit of ratting.
Yeah. More impressive,
Obviously, I'd hunt them up the garden. You know, I
Yeah.
had chickens at the allotment, so I'd set traps out, like I said, but they'd get used to the live traps. So I'd sit up there in between the greenhouses. You know, just sat there on a chair with my air rifle poking through the fence under the chicken run, you know, when the chickens had gone to bed. So
Yeah.
it was a bit of fun for me as well. I say fun, but, you know, a chore that needs to be done, especially like I was sided either side by one side was an overgrown garden and the other side it was a tended garden, but you know on the road there was horses, opposite there's stables, so there's rats everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Well, because I haven't seen them for a long time, you know, because when I started putting the bird feeder back out, because the fucking blue tits, there's seeds in there, right? And they just pull all the one sort of type of seed out just to get at a one certain type of seed. So there's seeds all over the fucking grass there. So that's what they're coming out for in the night, you know, feeding on them bastard seeds. The little bastards. But yeah, I can't stand rats. Fucking hell, no way. No fucking way. Yeah. Well, like I say, I used to love doing a bit of ratting as a kid, like. And that's why I took my decking down at Ministry, because they was going underneath the decking. I had a fucking rat man down from Swiss Valley. He come down, he put, you know, took a bit of the decking up, put some bait down underneath. But never seen a dead rat under there. They were just going under there for shelter, you know. And of course, it was warm. It was warm under there, you know. So
Yeah.
But I took that. I fucking took that up. Got rid of all that.
My
so trying to reduce the fucking area they can hide, you know.
Yeah, my cat friend is back from the spring or summer. I had a cat visiting me when I was downstairs streaming.
Yeah.
In the patio doors when the dogs weren't there. I saw that. I spoke that the other day, so that's hanging around my yard sleeping.
Yeah.
It's someone's cat, but it likes to come in mine. It must be, you know, because when the chickens were there, it was around, and must have knew that mice and rats were around. So I think it's made a bed in my garage.
Well, I was living before. My fucking old cat used to bring him home. He'd bring him in the fucking house, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, so I know. You know, I've had a few, and I know there's at least one cat frequenting my yard or using my yard as its hunting ground. You know, whether it be for birds or rodents. So
yeah,
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with it sleeping on an old settee in the garage and making it stink of cat piss. I don't care. You know, I'll get the fucking waste man in to get rid of it all when I leave. So you know what I mean?
Oh, if you've got your own cat, you know, or you got a cat in the garden, you won't see many rats around because you know, next door's got 3 cats, but they're big fucking fat house cats. They come out, they sleep on my fucking shed roof because it's hot when the sun's out, you know. And then they fuck off back indoors then. You don't see them around in the night, the bastards, when they should be fucking killing rats.
Yeah.
But they had chickens next door because they're big animal lovers next door. And there was chickens, you can adopt a chicken or something like that. They had 3 chickens that would fucking for rehousing, you know, or rehoming or whatever you can call it. So they only had 3 in there, but they were laying well because they're vegans. I was having all the eggs of them, so it was fucking great. But that must have attracted a few rats, but
yeah. I went for a look up the allotment the other day just to see what had self-seeded, and because I just left it a couple of years ago, and just haven't bothered. So there's still horseradish in the ground. The potatoes have been self-seeding.
Yeah.
There's fucking raspberries in there, black currants, gooseberries. I couldn't even get up to the back of the garden to look. There was that much free grown in there, you know.
Yeah, I hadn't been up mine for weeks, because the weather's been fucking bad. But last time I was up there a couple of times, we just sort of dug it over a bit, you know, all the beds and that, and then covered them over for the winter, you know. But where the raspberries are, they've gone so fucking bad. They started covering us 2 little apple trees I got there. So I just cut all the fucking raspberries right back, you know, to give the apple trees a chance. But now I can manage the raspberries because they'll grow back in a fucking couple of months. They'll be back there.
Yeah.
You know, so I can manage them. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, they go mad.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rats will eat through metal and concrete, Lordy, to get at whatever they want.
Yeah, they're fucking bastards, yeah. Where you don't want them is in the fucking loft. You know, you want them in the attic. They're a bastard nuisance. They chew through everything. It's like I'm the squirrel in a fucking loft. You know, they fucking chew through everything, the bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Those fucking type of fucking rodent they are. They fucking filthy bastards, them grey squirrels.
Yeah.
People think, oh, it's nice. They're fucking not nice. Fucking vermin.
Yeah. Squirreling used to be good fun as well with the terriers.
Yeah. But you can eat them bastards. You can eat them bastards.
Oh, yeah, my mate would eat them. You know, we wouldn't just do it for fun. I was never... I've tasted it. I've tried it, but my mate, nothing would go to waste. You know, he would be... He's one of them that would eat roadkill sort of thing. Fresh deer or whatever, but he would. It's pike, perch, squirrels, rabbits. He'd eat a lot.
I've had pike. It's fucking nice pike. It's lovely white meat. Not a bone, but fucking lovely fucking flesh on it.
Yeah, he used to love a jack pike, you know, 3 to 5 pound if it was out of a clean pond or whatever. Not so much out the canal, but out of a pond, he'd fucking knock it straight on the head in the bag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Perch, clean ponds up here. You know, there's some perch up here that are record size. I caught one. It must have been. I thought it was a bream, but it wasn't. It was a perch. It was about 4 pounds.
Right. Yeah,
it was huge.
Nice.
It was black. It looked like an American largemouth bass. It didn't look like a perch at all. And that's coming out of a clean pond, you know. It was that fucking big.
Yeah.
And my mate didn't eat it. I put it back before he could take it, but obviously got mine feeder ponds, haven't we? And they're full of fish.
Oh yeah.
And they're clean, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember the old pit where I used to live. It was before they drained the pond. There was fucking huge fish in there, you know. Real big fish in there. But,
the trout are hard to catch, but the perch, they're quite obliging and big. You know, my mates had a few 1.5, 2 pounders to take home. Clean fish, nice, real clean, shiny fish.
Yeah. That's yeah. I remember people used to go away, used to come back with fucking loads of wood pigeons, you know. But I never had a wood pigeon. I've had pheasant. I didn't like the pheasant. I thought it was fucking crap, to be honest. It was fucking. It had been hung for a while, you know, when it was fucking purple. And I ate it, but I didn't think it was very fucking good, like, you know.
No, I don't like game that's been hung at all.
Yeah, I've had jugged hares and all. I've had hares and jugged hares and that. But I do love a
Yeah.
rabbit. I got to be honest. I love a rabbit. Oh, I love a
Yeah,
rabbit.
I prefer hare to
Yeah.
rabbit. I used to love
My
a hare
missus,
stew.
my missus goes, I can't cook that. Look at it. It's like a little baby there with his head cut off. I can't, you know. He got the 4 legs like that, and it's, you know. Fucking hell. I fucking love rabbit. One of the nicer meats, like if you put it right, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's lots of things that people say we won't eat, you know, and I've had loads. When we used to go camping as kids, we'd be eating sticklebacks and fucking like little shrimp out the fucking stream and things like that, you know. Didn't do us no harm, like.
Yeah. Yeah, we do the same. Fucking
My favourite ministry, I love it. I'd love to have one now, right? Build a nice fire, you know, it's like you let it go down the embers and you put a big spud in there and leave it cook out. It come out, the spud be fucking black, wouldn't it? You
Yeah.
know, but once you peel the skin off it, oh, it was fucking beautiful inside, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Best way to have a potato. Absolutely fucking
Yeah.
beautiful.
We used to go off and party up in the local forest, and you know, we'd fucking take a couple of rabbits with us, but it'd be like fucking gourmet. There'd be garlic stuff, mushrooms, and all sorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But we
Yeah.
just up in the forest with our fucking grills and some beers and whatnot, and you know, just crack on.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody posted a video talking about that. You must have seen it before, about this Welsh guy up on the mountain with the magic mushrooms and his dog.
Oh, I've seen him before.
Yeah, somebody put it back on the other day, and I thought, yeah, fucking hell, he's a legend, like, you know.
Yeah, he's a spitting image of an old mate of mine. Spitting image.
He was
Fucking
off his fucking face on mushrooms, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, the field is starting to glow green. I thought, well, what fucking colour is it going to be then?
Yeah. Yeah, he's funny.
Brilliant. Yeah. I can't remember who put it up. Somebody put it up. I can't remember who done it. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was YouTube Asylum, I think. Yeah, I think it was YouTube Asylum put it up.
Yeah. I should have a little stroll on the mountain, to be honest, because we haven't had a frost here yet.
No.
And there's fungus everywhere. There's like some sept-looking things in the graveyard, but I'd have to take my mushroom book with me to identify them because they're a bit weird looking.
But honest to God, I was coming back from Swansea the other day and pulled up to the main roundabout before you get into Swansea. And I looked at my missus, look at that over there. The side of the road was covered in fucking fungus, you know?
Oh, how's it going? You all right?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Who's
I
that,
heard you
Reece, is
talking
it?
about Twin Town.
Twin Town. What do you know about Twin Town, Reece?
I know that you wet some up with ketchup.
Class
Fatty,
film.
you plonker.
It's a class film, that is class.
It's a pretty shitty city.
Yeah. You got it, Reece.
I love that film. Love it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's as a British comedy, it's very, very underrated. To be fair, I find myself, there's not many films that I want sort of I wouldn't say rebooting. It doesn't need a reboot. It needs a sequel. I'd love to see Twin Town 2.
They've been talking about it for a while, Reece. I don't know if they've done anything about it. Reece Evans, who was one of the main stars, one of the boys, was saying they're doing a sequel, but nothing's happened yet.
Well, I mean,
come down to money. I expect Reece Evans because he's a big Hollywood commodity, isn't he? I think he wanted to.
He's not as big as you'd think. He's probably, I don't know, Reece Evans is probably a C-list, maybe B-list at the most.
Yeah,
he's not like a Brad Pitt or a Leonardo DiCaprio, is he? You know what I mean?
Oh no, he's not up with that.
There's a lot more American telly. He's sort of A-list American TV drama sort of thing. You know what I mean?
What American TV dramas has he been in?
Sherlock.
What the American version?
Yeah.
I've not seen that one, to be fair.
Yeah, it's got what's his name out of It's got Lucy Liu in it, and the one out of fucking hell, Train Spotting.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Not
what's
Ewan
his name?
McGregor.
No. Oh,
Robert
some of them-
Carlyle.
No, not Robert Carlyle. Not Ewan McGregor. Not the ginger one.
The guy who played Spud.
Yeah, no, not him. It's the one. It's the one that played. Oh, I can't remember his character's name. Even he was the Flash one.
Degby.
Not Begbie. That was Robert Carlyle, wasn't it?
The Flash one.
Okay.
Him that ends up with AIDS.
Anyway, he's in it, and Reese Ifans turns up in it, but that's huge.
Oh,
Shut-
Princess Angela Rabbit's a lovely tweet. Can't beat a nice bunny. Yeah, crocodile, yeah.
I love
Crocodile
the
Make it snappy.
Yes, Sean. Whoever played Sick Boy.
Sick Boy. That was it, right? Yeah, I
I
Johnny
don't know. I
Miller.
prefer the
I was saying saying Johnny Lee Miller.
That's it.
Johnny
Johnny Lee.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Sherlock Holmes.
Johnny Lee Miller showed up in Dexter as well.
I could
He
never
wouldn't-
really get Dexter for some reason.
Oh, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. My missus
I
did.
I was
into it.
disappointed with the ending. But in terms of it's just an unusual premise, isn't it? You know, you don't often get serial dramas about serial killers.
No.
But yeah, it was. Some people might even call it instructional.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Yeah, it
to
was,
get away with multiple murders? You don't have a boat,
Yeah.
do you? Oh, that's it. We need to keep his eye on Mark Kelly. I bet that's what he's doing. He's taking his boat and he's dumping bodies in Channel.
You know.
No, when it comes to Sherlock, though, my favourite Sherlock has to be Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, Basil Rathbone.
Yeah, Basil Rathbone for me.
All day long, Basil Rathbone.
The modern Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman is, in my opinion, he's great. I love it. It's a modern reimagining of a classic, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I can watch period dramas, but I'd much rather watch something that even just aesthetically appears relevant rather than the old deer stalkers and tweed jackets. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the American one is much
I'm a big fan of black and white
more.
movies, so I love black and white movies. I always look, there's a channel on Sky that I can't remember the name of it, but it only plays black and white films. You know, some crackers on there. You know. But remember that one, Mr. Tibbs?
Yeah,
Remember that
my
one?
good pleasure.
Sidney Poitier. Fucking brilliant film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love all the
so-
old westerns,
Yeah.
all the old Audie Murphy westerns and that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So what's going on today? Oh no.
Not a lot.
No, I haven't been about a couple of days really. So, real world shit, and just a couple of days off making videos and that.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Gamers live last night, Reese?
No, I'm not. I'm not subscribed to Gamers channel.
No, it was entertaining last night. Very entertaining.
I don't know. I struggle with his behaviour on other people's panels, and one of the things that bothers me is he's not like that on his own panel, and he's demanding that other people aren't like, don't behave like he behaves on others' panels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hypocritical.
Yeah,
Zulu, Vincent. Zulu. I seen that in color, Vincent. I haven't seen it in black and white. I can't remember it in black and white, but I seen it in color when color started first come out.
No, the reason Vincent's saying that his favourite black and white movie is Zulu isn't because it was filmed in black and white. It was because it was about black versus white.
All right. Right.
That's the point he's making, I think.
I tell you what, there's a black guy on your does YouTube videos. He's funny as fuck. If you look at it, if you see his videos, he's always got like two looking at his videos. It's like he got the Rock in one corner and they got Mike Tyson the other, and they're all staring at him to think, what's he fucking on about? You know, and he comes out with a punchline and they're all fucking laughing their heads off, you know. It's fucking funny as hell. I can't remember the fucking channel. I'll have to dig it up. Oh, fucking funny as hell.
Yes. Correct.
Correct, Vincent. We're not on the same wavelength, Vincent. You're too bright for me.
So-
It's not a bad day. It's dried up a bit now, so
What do you all think of Suella being fired and David Cameron being brought in and Rishi Sunak fucking losing in Supreme Court?
well, I've always thought, I know people will disagree with me, but I've been called racist by certain people in the chat, but I think she's 100% right in what she's been saying. And I think a lot of people agree with her, but are afraid to say it in the government. I think some of the stuff she's taken has been taken in the wrong context, because when she said about homeless being, you know, a way of life for some people, well, it is. Because the older people, the people that's been out there for years, like the people addicted to drugs and drink, they will not live inside. They want to be outside. The only thing wrong today is society's made a new generation of homeless because of the cost of living crisis, and they're the people that need help. The other older element, they don't want help. My missus worked in social housing for donkey's years, and they try to
You
bring
can't
them
afford
in.
to help because they've just spent £250 million on a wasted attempt to deport immigrants to Rwanda.
Well, it's going to
Spend
happen.
£8 million a week on putting these people in hotels.
Yeah, he's promised now that he's going to, you know, get rid of that agreement with the European civil rights thing, you know. He said he's going to.
Yeah, but that's dangerous when you think about it, because it's not just the immigration thing that's encapsulated by the ECHR. A lot of the rights that we enjoy as citizens of this country are enshrined in the European Court of Human Rights. So if we're no longer a signatory and we're no longer beholden to them, this is the first thing that they're going to change on the ECHR. How long before they start changing other things? How long before they start changing the right to freedom of expression or freedom of religion or freedom of privacy, you know, right to privacy?
I don't know, Reese, but when it comes to immigration, I think, you know, if you look at the state of this country as it stands, we welcome refugees with open arms, and that's I think everybody will agree to that. But to see the masses coming in, you know, not refugees, they're not refugees, it's just economic migrants, you know, they don't deserve to be here. There's no place for them here.
Right.
No,
they're not escaping.
Who makes that determination, Tyrone? Who decides?
Well, I think
whether someone's an economic migrant or a refugee.
Well,
our economy should decide that. You know,
you look at the people that's coming ashore on the boats now. Where are they coming from?
Well, no. What I'm asking you, the question that I'm asking you is, under our legal framework, there is a distinction between a refugee and a migrant. Yeah?
I suppose, yeah.
So that legal distinction that is made, we have systems and processes in place to determine which of the individuals that are applying are legitimate refugees with a right to stay in this country, or they're economic migrants without a right to stay in this country. You'd agree with that?
We've got no way of doing that. We've got no way of doing it. When they check their documents away, we don't know if they're refugees or not, or where they've come from. We've got Eastern Europeans coming in saying they're Afghani.
Make a distinction on refugees. You can tell that people coming from war-torn countries, right, escaping other things, nasty things in their countries coming across. I think they're classed as refugees already before there's any distinction made when they land in Britain. But when you come across from Albania, well, there's nothing wrong. They come in here for one reason.
The question I have is this as well. So, in order to seek refugee status in the United Kingdom, do you know the process for how that works?
Not at all.
No.
In order to claim asylum as a refugee in the United Kingdom, you have to actually be in the United Kingdom. There is no way of applying for asylum from outside of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
There is if you've got all your legal paperwork in order.
No, there isn't. There isn't actually. You can't go to a British embassy or a consulate and apply for asylum there. It has to be done from the United Kingdom.
That's the way it used to be done.
That's not.
That's the way it used to be done.
Like I say, ministry,
an embassy or the British consulate.
There is no way of applying for asylum as a refugee in this country without being in this country. You can't do it from abroad.
That never used to be the case.
So it is the case now. That's because
it probably is now. Yeah.
So in order to be able to make an application for asylum, you have to be here. So what that's saying is, if you coming here illegally, coming here with in non-conventional methods, shall we say, if you make that illegal, the only way to apply for asylum here is to break the law by coming here illegally.
It's funny. Another point I was talking to someone about is like, are Labour doing themselves any favours by not recognising Hamas as terrorists? Keir Starmer refusing to, call them terrorists. Jeremy Corbyn also refusing to call them terrorists.
I have a problem with the distinction of calling them terrorists.
What do you call them then, Rhys?
Well, I would sort of equate them to the same position as you would equate the Native Americans when the British and the European powers colonized America. They're the same status as that. What status did they enjoy? I mean, I know that at the time we thought of them as dirty, savage natives.
They weren't even recognised until fairly recently in sort of timelines.
So what recognition do you think that the Palestinians have in Israel? How does Israel view them? They're the
I don't believe
existing indigenous population of an area of an area which they wish to colonize. They wish to expand into.
Well, it is. I don't believe.
This latest thing, this latest thing that's just happened now, that started all this, is Hamas going in, killing people.
Do you think that that's what started this?
No,
because there's a lot of people that had argued that this started when the state of Israel claimed its independence and decided that it was going to take over the land that was at that time occupied by the Palestinians.
Yeah, but how long ago was that, Rhys?
Oh, it's only 70 years ago, mate.
Well, 70 years ago. But there was no war. There hasn't been a war, an outright war, there for a long time.
Oh, yeah, there has. There absolutely has. What about the 1967 war when Egypt and was it Jordan attacked Israel, and Israel fought back and claimed territory off them?
That's almost half a century ago.
Okay,
I'm talking about recently. I mean, this thing is kicked off.
This is the thing, though. Just because something isn't in a situation of armed conflict, yeah, when the people that are living in the occupied territory in Israel, the people that the Palestinians that are living there have been reduced to smaller and smaller enclaves by Jewish settlement of traditionally Palestinian areas.
Oh, yeah,
so every single one of those encroachments, those land grabs, is an act of aggression. So just because they're not in open armed conflict like they are now, doesn't mean that the Palestinians haven't been on the receiving end of what constitutes aggression.
Yeah,
They've had the land taken from them. You
you're
can't
missing-
expect them just to sit there and take it.
You're missing the point, Reese, right? Right. Recently, Hamas went in. They kidnapped a lot of people. They killed children. They killed
Yep.
women.
Yep.
Right?
That was terrible what they did. It was terrible.
And this has started this war off now. That actual act they did. Now, they have retaliated.
Do you think that they did that for no reason, Tyrone?
No, I'm not. Never mind what the reason was. This is
All
what
right,
started-
so it doesn't matter what somebody's motivated. Okay, so
No, this
what
is
you've
just-
said is, hang on a second.
What I'm saying is, this has started this war off now, this present war.
Right, okay, no worries. So since October the 7th...
Do you agree with what I just said, that them going in and killing
No,
people?
I don't
and
agree
children-
with you. I don't agree with you. And
right.
the reason
Well,
that I don't
this-
agree with you is because it's more nuanced than that, isn't it? The Israelis have been
We know what's been
the
going on
Israelis have
for a long time.
been claiming land from the Palestinians for years and years and years. Yeah.
So do you
But we're
support
going to
Hamas as
ignore
well?
that. We're going to ignore that because on October the 7th, Hamas went in and committed some atrocities. We'll ignore everything that Israel's done up to that point because of what happened on October the 7th, right? Is that what we're doing?
No, you're missing the
Right.
point.
So we're not ignoring
We
the
know,
fact that
we know what's going on between the Jews or the Israelites or whatever you want to call them and the Palestinians. It's been going on for a long, long time. But to create this latest situation was Hamas going in and killing those people. That's a fact.
So,
Now,
right. So do
let me
you
just say- let me- hang on, hang
think?
on, yeah. But I think it's been taken too far now because loads of innocent Palestinians are getting killed. Not terrorists like Hamas, but loads of Palestinians are getting killed. And it's going to keep on going until they dig out all these bastard terrorists and try and wipe them out. And that's the sad part about it. They're killing innocent people now.
Well, to be honest with you, it's no longer about attacking Hamas. It's about getting rid of the Palestinians in the West Bank. That's what, not in the West Bank, in the Gaza Strip. That's what this. So you know how they've made 1 million people evacuate the north of the Gaza Strip, yeah?
Correct.
And those
Princess
million people have fled because they realise, obviously, that the Israelis have been bombing the buildings, the communities. They've cut off supplies, and they're basically holding the entire population responsible for the actions of Hamas. Yeah. So
yeah, I'll go you. I'll go you, Masters. You might have an echo because you're on Android, so we'll see how the echo goes a minute.
When this military conflict finishes, yeah, do you think that the Israelis are going to let those 1 million people return to the rubble of their former homes, or do you think that land is going to be then developed as part of Israeli settlements?
Exactly. Well said, mate.
I've got no idea.
They're not going to let them back in. No.
What we need is a ceasefire. We need a two-state. It's got to be a two-state thing. They can't. I mean, what are they going to do after it? Do you know what I mean? They're just going to, like you just said there, mate. Are they forgetting all about this occupation they've had for years in this region of the world?
They're not going to give them the land back, mate. They're not going to let them move back into that land. No.
So there won't be a two-state policy. So where do these people go?
Are you saying these Hamas is not terrorists?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
What
I'm
saying is that Hamas utilized terrorist tactics in order to fight a conflict that has been so asymmetrical for so many years. Yeah. That
they don't care.
Hang on. So, all right. So you answer me this question.
Right, there's an atrocity that happened on the 7th of October, right?
Other than what they did on the 7th of October,
that's horrendous.
It was horrendous.
Justify them getting in,
other than that,
bombarding.
Other than that course of action, what could the Palestinians have done to protect their territory from the increasing encroachment by Israeli settlements into areas that are traditionally Palestinian? Yeah. What could they have done to counter that? What process did they have to be able to stop that from continuing to happen?
I think they could have. They're not
One
going
of
to.
the
Gone to the
Hamas,
UN?
Stop
one
them. But
of the
I
Hamas,
think
one of,
I think the
please, one-
Hamas leaders could have at least tried to speak to the Americans and
we
offer some
interviewed
sort
one
But
of
they
the
haven't
Oh,
seen
Hamas.
so
it
you mean like they
on
did do
weapons.
repeatedly through the United
repeatedly.
Nations
Aye,
and they've just been
exactly.
ignored?
It's been ignored for years.
Yeah, exactly. So nothing changed when they were doing it the way that they've been told to do it and the way that's legitimate in quote unquote. So nothing's changed doing it that way. At what point did they get to the point where they're like, well, do you know what? I'm not going to follow the procedures that have been put in place that's
Two
supposed
wrongs
to
don't make
resolve
a
these
right.
conflicts
Two wrongs
because
don't
it
make a
doesn't
right.
work.
That's
Yes,
correct.
two wrongs
That's,
don't make a right.
that's correct. That's correct. That's
Right.
100%.
So what happened here was horrendous. What happened in October there? Now we need a ceasefire. We need the Israelis and the Palestinians to get round the table, sort it out, have a two-state policy. And I mean, they've had umpteen chances to sort this out, and they really don't do it. What? It's as if.
Actually,
They'll never agree. They'll never agree.
Yellow
Hamas,
Pubes makes a great
Israel
point in the
never
chat.
agree.
Mm.
Yellow
I
Pubes makes a
said I don't believe
The
the
whole
Israeli
world, the
state
UN want a two-state policy. What do you reckon after they're done with decimating the place, they're going to give them back their land? I doubt it very much.
So let me
It's a power
put this
grab.
a question across based on Yellow Pubes comment in the chat, and I'm going to have to make this point quickly because my battery's going to go and I'm going to have to shoot off. But the question I have is this, yeah. With all the migrants that we've got coming across into this country, yeah, if they turned around and said, you know what, we're just going to take this piece of land and we're gonna build a country on, say, Wales. We're just going to take Wales over, yeah. And the indigenous population of Wales, obviously, they probably would have a problem with being taken over by foreign people coming in and taking over their country. So if they fight back against those foreigners invading their country, are they terrorists or are they freedom fighters?
Well, to me, there's that's never going to happen.
No. It's called a hypothetical situation,
Yeah.
Tyrone. It's a thought experiment. Try and put yourself in that position, yeah?
There's a difference between freedom fighting, which I know.
How come then we said when they interviewed one of the Hamas leaders and they were talking about all the tunnels they're hiding in and all that shite, and they interviewed a Hamas leader and they asked him, what about the Palestinians above ground? Oh, we don't care about them.
Right, so that's not answering my question, Tyrone.
No.
My question still stands, yeah?
Hypothetical questions is hypothetical answers, isn't it?
It's a straight yes or no question. It's a straight yes or no question, Tyrone. If the indigenous population of this country decided to fight against people that they perceive to be invaders, would they be terrorists or would they be freedom fighters?
They're a minority in your own country now. It's not the indigenous people. We are the minority.
Right. So you're saying that because we're a minority, would we be freedom fighters or would we be terrorists?
Morning, Ministry.
Freedom fighters.
Right. So how is that different from the Palestinians and the Israelis? What makes the Palestinians terrorists?
They wouldn't go across to their land murdering the fucking people first.
Do you hear me, Ministry?
Aye, but what about the settlements and the occupation for the last 50 odd years or more? Do you know what I mean? So,
like you said, it's not an answer to this.
So how did it get to this point? How did it end up on this?
Stop fighting. Innocent Palestinians are getting killed because of a terrorist organization kicking this whole shit off now this time. That's the bottom
I have
line.
a question for Reese. So, Reese, I agree with you. Of course, there will be consequences. The Hamas or the Palestinians will fight back. But the problem I have here is you have no problem with Hamas retaliating, but you seem to have a problem with Israel retaliating.
Hang on. No, I never said that. I did I?
You did.
When did I say
You-
that I had a problem with
You
Israel?
said what would
retaliating?
happen. You said what would happen if a
No, I do have a
conflict was
problem with that, mate,
put
and I'm going to
upon by
explain.
another.
I'll explain
They're
my question
freedom
after
fighters, you
finish.
called them. So, of course, the Israelis become freedom fighters too, Reese.
Right. So the Israelis, who were part of a colonizing and essentially occupying army and occupying force, yeah, that's not really retaliation when they're fighting back against the people
That's
that are
your
indigenous to
opinion,
that part of the
Reese.
world.
That's your opinion on it.
All
The
right.
simple fact is,
if you
the
look at
simple
the
fact is
genetic
you don't
heritage,
accept. No, hold on, Reese. Let me make my point, and then you can talk as long as you want. The simple fact is you don't accept one part's actions. You're only for Palestine, and we
no,
get that,
Are we
Reese.
saying no,
We
he's
get
not?
that.
You just said
no,
it
no,
was
no, no, no,
horrendous.
no. Right, Vincent, do me a favor. It's very, very disingenuous for you to try and couch my argument and my position as simplistically as that. Yeah, that's disingenuous of you on your part, and that shows you for what you are, mate. So let's look at this. Let's look at this on a fundamental basis. Hang on, you said that you'd if I let you finish speaking, that you'd let me speak for as long as I want.
Reese,
so I'm
you do this all
talking.
the time. Just
Allow me to
talk.
finish speaking, please. So, if I have criticised what the Israelis have done. I've also criticised what Hamas have done. Yeah, what I'm saying is I don't condone it, but it's understandable in the context of the long-term situation in that part of the world. It's understandable what Hamas have done.
Yeah,
and if we were presented
Can
with a similar
I add to that?
situation,
Is it understandable that Israel go in with top of the range weapons the next day and take out 10,000? Is that understand? Do you know what I mean? It's like two wrongs don't make a right.
There was a
and I'm
choice
not
made.
condoning what happened, what Hamas done, because they're down as a terrorist organisation. But what you've got to realise, this has been going on for like 50 odd years. What Britain caused after World War One.
Yeah, there was a choice made.
Not giving them sovereignty.
Yeah, there was a choice made by Hamas to attack and kidnap people who were out partying. It was not a military target. You know, they weren't attacking the Israeli.
Do you think that Israel attack exclusively military targets, Ministry?
No, I've seen footage of the Israelis clearing farms. I don't agree with Israel.
Have we actually seen the real footage?
But, you know, I've seen the Israelis clearing Palestinian farms. I've seen the footage.
We know the conflict's been going on for a century or more, right? But the latest thing was being generated by Hamas killing innocent people. And you cannot deny that.
Do you think the Israelis kill innocent people?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Both sides.
But the point was that Hamas, a terrorist organization, started this latest thing, and now it's gone too far.
So you're saying that they're a terrorist organization. Why are they a terrorist organization, Tyrone?
Well, of course they are.
Why are they? Why? What makes them a terrorist organization?
Well, you know what a terrorist is. You don't have me to explain.
Right? No. Because let's be completely clear about this. I don't know what a terrorist is because the Native Americans in America could be described as terrorists because they were fighting for their right to exist on their indigenous, on their homeland. Yeah, they could be described as terrorists, but are they terrorists?
Yeah,
the word terrorist.
I mean, when the Bush declared war, I mean, it was a war on terror.
Was Nelson Mandela a terrorist, Tyrone?
Of course not.
All right. Well, so he was a freedom fighter.
But he didn't go out slitting babies' throats either, did he?
The ANC absolutely did, mate. The ANC were committed some terrible atrocities in South Africa.
Right.
That's why he was in jail.
You're still
Mhm.
missing the point or the start of this new
No. The point is, right? The determination of what makes a terrorist is set by organizations like the United Nations, by our government, by the US government. If they label an organization a terrorist organization, then guess what? Everybody refers to it as a terrorist organization. However,
are you saying they're not?
I'm saying one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. They're freedom fighters, mate. How else do you look at it?
Oh my lord!
How are they not freedom fighters?
They've made a choice to
They're trying to
execute.
protect their own. It's like trying to protect your own family.
Maybe
They're
killing
trying to
freedom
protect their own,
fighters. That's what they are.
And they're
The
indoctrination
discernible
of
differences here. Israel is not beheading babies, Reese. And the simple fact is,
no, it's just fucking
loony left.
them.
Oh,
It's
well, let's talk. If the loony left were supporting the Israelis, that's who you would be supporting here right now. You're so indoctrinated, Reese. It hurts.
You know what, Vincent? I didn't hear a word of what you're saying because, to be honest with you, I just discredit
Well,
everything.
I'm happy to say it again,
mate.
Reese.
But to be
you
honest
can't
with you,
discredit anything, Reese.
To be honest with you, yeah, the fact of the matter is, the determination of terrorists is made by institutions like, as I said, like the United Nations. Now, if the United Nations had been in existence in I don't know. What point in history do you want to go back to? Let's look at any conflict that's involved one population invading another, right? So most recently the Germans in Europe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the French resistance to the Nazis, they were terrorists.
Yes.
Is that a credible assertion I'm making, Vincent?
It was an occupation.
Right,
Reese.
so that's exactly what's happening in Israel. It's an occupation.
A wartime strategic occupation.
Yes,
you understand the difference?
Palestine has been occupied by the Israelis, mate. It's an occupation, and the people that are fighting back are the same as the French resistance.
Did Germany roll into France killing babies indiscriminately?
Yes, they did. They sent loads of gas chambers.
They were welcomed. The Nazis were welcomed in Austria. They were welcomed in Poland. They were welcomed in Germany.
Did you say they were welcomed in France? Because there's fucking thousands and thousands of people that
there was a resistance
from the beaches of Dunkirk.
There was. Yeah, they were the British. They were the Allies. They were the enemy to the Nazis, Reese. Do you understand?
The French were the enemies to the Nazis, yeah. So when the
French
got invaded and occupied by the Nazis...
Hitler at the beginning. So...
Oh, my Lord.
You've got to admit, think about it, right?
Okay, Google one French massacre that the Nazis did when they occupied France, Reese. Google one massacre. I'll allow you 10 people. We'll call 10 people a massacre. Google it. Tell me one massacre in France by the Nazis, please.
Okay, give me 1 second.
One massacre in France by the Nazis? Are you having a laugh here, Vincent, mate?
Well, not as they occupied
walked in the Champs-Elysees,
the
mate,
French
and
resistance,
you've seen it in their faces, mate. The footage is there to see.
When they occupied it, nothing. When the Nazis walked into Austria,
okay, so on the 10th of June,
parades.
On the 10th of June, 1944, 4 days after D-Day, the village of Oradour-sur-Glane in Haute-Vienne in Nazi-occupied France was destroyed when 643 civilians, including non-combatant men, women, and children, were massacred by the German SS Waffen, by the German Waffen SS company as collective punishment for resistance activity in the area.
Resistance, there we go. Thank you very much.
So let me ask you a question.
I did put the caveat without resistance.
What you're saying is that the Palestinians are not the same as the French resistance. I'm saying that they are. They're subject to an occupying force, which is the Israelis and the Nazis are in the same position in this context, yeah? The French resistance and the Palestinians are in the same position in the same context. They're fighting against an occupation, which makes them freedom
Reece.
fighters.
Vincent, can I ask you a question, mate?
Reece.
Please. Could I ask you a question, please? What would you think? Would you not like a two-state policy from that region?
Absolutely. I don't want any war there whatsoever. I don't support either side.
And I'm sure you do. But you've got to understand that this has been going on for years, mate. This is them had enough.
Well, how many years do you want to go back? You know, we could go back to 1948, or we could go another 1,500 years, as Reece is determined to do.
No. I've couched it in terms of something that within maybe not this century, but the last century, we've actually seen an example of what happens when the an indigenous population stands up against occupiers.
Oh, God, he's gone.
His phone's died, is it? Or?
So, Reece, here's a question. There's one for you as well, Masters, and the other two people on the panel. Why is it that Muslims can live peacefully in Israel, and many tens of thousands do, but not one Jew is able to reside peacefully?
Because of fundamentalism, mate. That's why. You get fundamentalists on both sides. That's the problem. But they've got to, the whole world's got to get behind this and get them on a table and get a two-state, a ceasefire straight away, right?
The business
get them on a table.
The reason the point I was trying to make, we wouldn't accept the fact that Hamas are not terrorists. I know it's gone on for hundreds of years, but the point I said was that this whole situation kicked off because Hamas went there and they fucking slaughtered people, and then retaliation. You know,
so let me ask you this question, Tyrone. Tyrone, I'll ask you this question, and then I'm going to have to shoot off because my battery's going to die. But the question I have for you is, if the French resistance had murdered the families of Nazis that were living in France, if they'd have murdered those families, would that have been a terrorist activity, or would that be an act of resistance?
Well, it's a hard one. I wouldn't call it an act of terrorism.
Then why do you call what Hamas did an act of terrorism then? Because it's the same thing. They've targeted their occupiers. Yes, they've done that indiscriminately in terms of.
The whole point was that this has just kicked off again because of Hamas.
But it was always going to kick off unless Israel stopped occupying the territories.
The Palestinians
so Hamas have done it just because for the fuck of it, yeah? They've done it. They haven't been provoked into doing it by increasing Israeli settlements upon Palestinian territory. That's not the reason why they've done it. No.
Do you not see the reasoning and why they've done it? Anyone?
The reasoning could be there, but to go out and slaughter innocent people is a terrorist act.
Okay, but if it had been done by the French resistance in Nazi Germany, it wouldn't be a terrorist act. Is that right?
No,
you're sounding a bit like Fred West had reason to do what he did. That's the argument you're coming with. You're telling us Fred West had his reasoning.
Right. No, that's bollocks, Vincent. You're so fucking disingenuous.
We're talking about geopolitics. We're talking about a serial killer in Britain, mate.
Yeah, no, he's clutching at straws because he knows he's lost the fucking argument.
Justification for killing 1,400 people, guys.
Fucking argue with yourself.
Give us the justification for killing 1,400 people in one day, please.
There's not, right.
There's not. There we go.
Do you think
you're with us now, Matt?
Right, so how many people have Israel killed over the course of their settlement of Palestine?
Yeah, and it's terrible.
The whole conflict over here. Go and look at the amount of casualties on both sides, and I guarantee you'll see there's a big difference.
We agree.
I know. Well,
we know it's wrong on both sides, but it doesn't make it right, does it? It doesn't make it right.
That's why we need the whole world to back it in the right way. We have to get on the table. This is getting out of hand. I mean, we've got to get on a table.
There's more Palestinians that have died as a result of Israeli action than have died
Yes,
as a result of
why did they
Palestinian
get the
action.
reaction? Why did they get that reaction, Reese?
No.
If
I don't
Hamas-
mean since October the 7th. I mean since
Well,
the history of this conflict started. More
This is what we were
Palestinians have
talking
died.
about.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we were talking about. This latest episode. I'm not
No,
talking about 100
Well,
years.
Why?
you
But
can't
no,
just,
no, that's what
you
this
can't
is what
just
the
talk
media
about
want you
this
to believe.
episode because it's
This
all
all just
couched
kicked
in
off
the
in October there.
context of what's happened.
There's a reason how you get every action has a reaction, and it's been going on for years. And they've
they
just
had
had
a
enough,
nasty
probably.
reaction for it. A reaction that was bound to happen because of what they did.
Yeah.
And
It
two
came as
wrongs
no
don't make a
surprise
right,
to
like you
anyone,
said.
Reese. He's gone.
He's gone.
It
He's
was
back.
no
He's gone.
surprise to anyone.
No, they were going to get that reaction. I think that they've
So what do
taken
you
it
think
too far.
the solution to this is then? Them just carrying on the way Israel just carrying on bombarding, no letting aid in, choosing and picking and choosing when they're letting aid in, no letting people flee, civilians.
This is what they've said, isn't it? Because of Hamas, they want to get Hamas out of there. And they
Right.
know Hamas are hiding in the
Why
hospitals.
not send in their special forces then? Why bombard it for aerial points of view? Why not get it going like the way the SAS would?
Well,
Can
because
I answer that, Masters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because every single Palestinian is a threat murder to Israeli soldiers. As
Every
we
single
saw with the
Palestinian.
young girl that was murdered, the one whose body they thought she wasn't dead for a few weeks. She was murdered. She was on the back of a truck and they paraded her through the streets of Palestine for 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And literally they estimated thousands and thousands of bystanders, Palestinians, spat on her dead body as it was going through the streets. So that's the mentality we're dealing with. That is the mentality. Let's not pretend that let's not pretend that the Palestinians are peaceful people being overruled by a terrorist group. They supported.
But imagine
and
somebody
voted for that
building
group.
a
They knew
house
exactly
outside
what it
your
was.
house every second week, and then having to knock it down, and then they're doing it again, building again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the
Why can you not come to
consequence
some
of
sort of solution?
actions, Masters.
Bill
That's
Clinton.
the consequence of actions.
Both sides have taken advantage of theatres. So I would say theatres of war on different parts of the planet. So both sides have taken advantage of that. The UN and everyone else's eyes are elsewhere.
The whole world want a two-state policy.
That, and I've said before, I don't agree with the Israeli state. That's just my opinion. I don't think they should have been allowed to do what they, or I don't think they should have been given what they were given after World War II.
Yeah, weaponized, like the way they've weaponized them. They've given them too much precision weapons. I know, like they've give, and it's like the classic case of how to put it.
Okay, turn the camera.
David and Goliath. That's what it's like.
Here's Angie now with the solution. Listen to this.
Every action's going to get a reaction, isn't it? You know, that's a fact. Every action's going to get a reaction.
Yeah.
You know? And that's it. You know, it's always going to be that way. It's tit for tat, and it's just fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, mate. In this day and age, it's ridiculous because we should have learned by these world wars and everything and the genocides we've seen. We're just after a pandemic. I mean, a global pandemic. Do you know what I mean? See if you look in history, after every pandemic, war comes.
Yeah. And to be honest, I know the Iranians have been accused of giving weapons. But I think personally, maybe us and the US and a few others might have thought Iran would join in.
They're getting dragged into it now, aren't they? You know, that's the thing. You've got the Americans shooting missiles down us coming from Iran, you know, or whatever.
But the thing that bothers me is, see the actual missiles that Hamas are using, they're all serial numbered by America, and it's all American missiles.
Yeah, from
Afghanistan. In Afghanistan or something. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that yesterday.
They left all their weapons in Afghanistan, remember? We just buggered off, but the Americans left on it other weapons, and this is why things like this happen. You know what I mean?
You know, it's like Vincent said, you know, you can't, they don't go around cutting people's heads off, do they? You know, and like parading them through the streets, and you know,
Who don't?
Well, the Jews and all that, and the Israelites or whatever you want to call them.
You've got to look in history, man. It's like a classic case of divide and conquer by the Western Hemisphere, mate.
Do you not think though, with it being like there's an example yesterday to do with Hamas.
And this is what the result of it is. We're coming to a head now.
Sorry,
sorry, on you go. Sorry for interrupting you. Sorry for
there's never going to be a right out there, you know. That no one's going to be in the right at all, you know. They're wrong for what they're doing for taking the land. They're wrong for what they're doing for murdering innocent people. They're wrong for what they're doing for retaliating. It's never going to fucking end. It's never going to end. You know, once you have one action, you're going to get a reaction, and that's the way it is. And then that reaction will cause another reaction. So, you know, it's just fucking craziness. And the sad part about it is other countries are getting dragged into it. And then you get more people, you get terrorists going into other countries then, bombing and killing people on the streets because other countries got involved with something they shouldn't be in.
Do you think it's by design? Almost.
God knows that. You know,
do you think it's just because human nature just is flawed?
I think it's the biggest thing today, and always has been, is fucking religion. You know, that's the root of all.
It's meant to bring us together, but for somehow it splits us all up.
Harney's, you know, close to the mark here. A rift of bad energy. You know, it's been proven now that it is. You know, that area was the birthplace of creation and seat of civilization. You know, that's where the first writings are from, and it's always been disputed. The whole area: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Israel, Palestine.
It's just more dangerous now with the kind of weapons they have. We have in the world, right?
You know, you can.
Masters, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why do you support the Palestinian position?
Right, don't put words in my mouth, mate. Right, because what I support is a two-state resolution, mate. I support that. I support a resolution that they can live in some sort of harmony beside each other without this ridiculous back and forth. What you've got to remember is people are on the Israelis' point of view now. Is as if this just started. They're trying to make it to the world that it just started last week. No, it's happened going on for years, and I blame Britain for it. I'll be honest. I blame the West for it. For after World War One, they barely split it up. And then after World War II, I blame.
Should
that's what I blame.
Be
I blame
there?
myself.
Is it Palestine land?
Well, if you look in history, it's the way they cut it up in it and divided it among themselves. The superpowers of the time.
Where did the word Palestinian?
It's definitely me. Sorry about that. I fell off. I didn't fall off.
Where did the word Palestinian come from, Masters?
Where did it come from? The Philistines.
Exactly, shitbag. That's the literal translation of Palestine. Shitbag in the Bible. Shitbag.
I know what you're saying in the Bible, right? You're correct. See in the Bible, I know exactly what you're saying, mate. Because I believe in God. I do. There's no two ways about it.
And the simple fact is, the Muslims and Jews have lived in relative peace for thousands of years in that area. So this is true. They are basically the same people. They're both Semites. They both come from the same people. They just argue over the nuances of religion. But if you look
it took
around
Scotland
the world,
and England. It took us to be able to live beside Jews in harmonic.
Exactly. But if you look around the world, this conflict exists in almost every region where you've got the Philippines, you've got India.
You could say it about the Scottish and English. You could say it about the Americans, and the native Indians.
We're arguing over YouTube. It's a slightly different dynamic. But to say that there's a solution to this, there is no solution. What needs to happen, and this is the unfortunate truth, Hamas needs to be stopped. Now,
how do you stop Hamas then?
Well, the mechanics involved in stopping Hamas is exactly what you're seeing happen now.
No. because they could send in the IDF, professional SAS, ops,
They could
black
send
ops,
in
do it
Sounds
properly,
very
go
social
in there,
workers.
fight them properly. If they want to
Social
fight,
workers.
stop bombarding them from the air and not letting civilians out and not letting aid in.
Well,
It's about
let's not forget
They
that
are, they are, they are
sorry,
sending
Angela.
they are sending aid
Right,
into
so how
Palestine.
no go in like the Scots would, because the Black Watch would go in if we were getting attacked, say our fuse, mate, and that's what we'd do. We'd go into the darkness through the night, behind enemy lines, go in the tunnels and clear them all out. That's what
IDF
we'd do.
means before we go any further.
There you
What's
go, mate.
IDF mean?
That's what it needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what
What's IDF mean?
The Israelis are getting para to go in and take them on fight
They've
hand
already
to
done
hand
that. They've
guerrilla
already done that.
warfare.
They're in a hospital at
what
the
they're
moment.
doing,
They're in a hospital and they found that they found a Hamas, whatever they call it, like I was going to say, like a Hamas base or whatever, in one of the hospitals. Yesterday they found one of them, and that's a bit of a shit place to keep, like where they keep all the weaponry in it. And they found underground tunnels.
you know,
That's why they need to go in. See, they can't just bomb them. They need to go in on their feet, on the boots, on the
why
ground.
they won't send troops in on the ground, don't you? Because they don't want their own people to get killed, and because they got the power and the strength to bomb them without anybody else in their side of it getting killed. That's what they're going to do.
So they're going to just wipe out a whole race of people then? So is that what they're going to do?
Well, that's what they're going to do.
So they're just going to wipe that region right off the map, like?
I don't think so.
And then they're going to just move it, and they're just going to leave it, and then so.
Would you?
Hamas needs to be voted out because
They are planning to build a canal in that area, but no, I don't think they're going to wipe anyone else.
No.
They've only exactly voted in Hamas, so
I hope not.
And they are a terrorist.
If you were fighting a battle, would you send your troops in and for them all to get slaughtered when you can fucking send bombs in from the other side?
In this situation,
I know it's wrong.
Yes, I would. In my opinion, I would send in my Black Ops. I wouldn't be bombarding them. That's because of the way they need to go in on boots on the ground and go in and clear the tunnels. Get rid of Hamas that way.
What do we do with the IRA? Can I just ask? Because this was in a comparison yesterday. Yeah, like this is like where we've got Hamas embedded into society.
Do you know why they won't do that? Because they'll lose. That's why they won't do that.
We didn't go and bomb Northern Ireland, did we, and just obliterate it? It was dealt with in a different way. And so, like, this is pretty much a similar situation where, well, it was compared to a similar situation. I don't know enough about it, but someone who did compared it to. And it's kind of like, you can't get rid of an ideology, can you? I don't know. I'm just shutting up now, but that's all I wanted to say really about the
it's sort of
IRA
like that situation, yes, and that's what Reece was saying earlier on. It's like how one man's freedom fighters, another man. It's like
about it. Jump on.
But I do believe that the Palestinians are not Hamas. Do you know what I mean? Palestinians don't believe, do they?
I don't believe that.
They're just like a dodgy. The Hamas are just dodgy as fuck.
Do you know the history of Hamas, Princess Angela?
I know a little bit. I don't know much, but
do you know when they were incepted?
As part of their parliament thing.
Well, the terrorist organisation, they were created in, I think, 1987 by an imam, by a Muslim religious leader. That Muslim religious leader had history of organising suicide bombings in Israel. He was very successful at it. He killed thousands of people. And then he set up a terrorist organization called Hamas. That organization grew and grew, garnered the support of the Palestinians more and more, to the point where the Palestinians fucking voted for Hamas to rule over them as government. So which part of Palestinians are not Hamas, did you mean?
No, I mean, like, it wasn't exactly a fair vote, was it? Is my point. Because if you go and look at,
were you there?
Well, no, were you?
There, that's
how do you know it was not a fair vote?
Were you there?
I know.
I wasn't there. I didn't say it wasn't a fair vote.
Because I can only go by what they say, can't you? On the Palestinian side of it, that's all you can say.
They voted for Hamas, Angela.
But I don't think they really had a choice, did they? It's like when you like North Korea. North Korea, they
By the
didn't really have
time
a
they
choice, did
voted for Hamas, which was 2016, 2015, 2016
No, it was
period,
2008.
Hamas had 40 odd years of terrorist experience. Do you think the
2008, wasn't
Palestinians
it?
didn't know what they were voting for?
I thought it was 2007, 2008. Well, okay.
Well,
Do you
what's
think the
happened here?
Palestinians didn't know what they were voting for?
But at that time, it was quite like not settled, but they were kind of used to it. They never expected this to happen, did they? And it's the Gaza Strip. Do you know what I mean? It's like every 10 minutes a child
Would you
dies.
vote
That's
for a
amazing.
terrorist organisation to rule
What,
over
you know
you?
the problem is,
Mr.
right?
Secular?
See, after World War One and World War Two, they've armed Israel to the teeth. Right, I know they've got to protect themselves, but they're not arming the other countries, so then they can arm themselves. They're not. That's the problem here. The Americans have been pumping in weapons in these regions for years, and that's what's happening. It's all the underhand and back.
But there
All
has
the
to be
weapons
one
that Hamas are
overriding
using
power,
are all get
Masters.
serial
There
numbers
has to
from
be one
America.
overriding power. You can't have every country on Earth with nuclear missiles. You can't have every country on Earth with
Yeah, I do.
I agree, right?
laser-guided,
But
mother
people
of
should
all
be able to
bombs.
protect
You
their
cannot.
sovereign, their
Yes, it
country. Do you
has
not
to
agree?
be a deterrent. It cannot be the norm.
No, I agree. No, I do. I agree with what you're saying.
I
I
agree
do.
with you said it. I agree as well. But it's just why so they shouldn't arm. There's too much arms going in that region,
Yeah.
and it's
And
because of the
what you have to do
Americans.
then is you have to
It's a war.
trust
It's a
that
war machine. You know
those
this. Right? We're not stupid, mate.
you
It's
have
a
to
war
trust
machine.
that those countries with the firepower have the responsibility as well. And Israel has
Exactly.
proven to be, you'll probably disagree with this, Israel has proven to be quite the patient enemy for Palestine.
I do. Right. I agree because it's no. We've had actually it has been relatively peaceful, really, for that region for. Right, let's be honest, it has, even though, right, to a degree, right, for the grand scale of things, right, until recent there, that was terrible, right, but you're talking as if it's all just happened, people are talking as if it all just happened last week. There's things that happened in the past that's got us to
We're all
this
aware.
point.
We're
But
all aware.
the way, after World War II, mate, the way they split it up, man, they didn't do it right. They made a mistake, mate, and these poor people are paying for it now, on both sides.
Well,
By the
Hamas,
people who know best.
yeah, Hamas have been offered political olive branches, but I do understand them not wanting arms amnesties. But they haven't been, even their leaders haven't been prepared to sort of toe any political line with the UN. They
I
just
know, I've
sort of,
noticed that. Aye.
They want to keep it going.
they won't agree to anything, and I don't, I don't think that they should agree to an amnesty on weapons because that would be the straight,
That'd be catastrophic for them. Aye.
that'd be the straight end of them.
Aye.
But they're not playing the political game very well.
I know, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
I just can't believe that you wouldn't call them a terrorist organisation. They just come in, they ride in on motorbikes and on cars, and they just pull people out off the ground, fucking slit their throats, fucking murder people in a fucking pop concert or whatever it was, and you can't call them a fucking terrorist. It don't matter. To me, it doesn't matter what's gone on in the past, and it never fucking changed. Not in our lifetime, not in a million fucking years. They'll still be at each other's throats, and it's the same in every fucking religion. It's just fucking madness. The world's fucking mad.
Yeah.
The world is fucking mad.
I've got about 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes left before I'm going to shut down this afternoon.
But
Cheers, Ministry. I only came on to get Reese anyway.
It's a terrible thing that's going on, but it's the frightening part about it. It's never going to fucking change anything,
I know. All we can do is pray.
And that's a sad. People marching around London, marching around London ain't going to change a fucking damn thing, And then amongst that lot, you've got people waving ISIS flags and shit. What the hell? Why is that allowed in our fucking streets?
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be,
Well, my girl can't get a house. My girl's looking for a house for herself now, and she can't get one. You know what I mean?
It's funny how peaceful demonstrators waving these flags or desecrate fucking war memorials and you know, shit like that, and threaten poppy sellers and shit. You know, what's the matter with people?
I know, it's all went mad, didn't it, mate? I was absolutely shocked, man. David Cameron's coming back to save us all, but that's
Oh, that's
aye.
Yeah.
He's coming back to save us all.
Yeah,
For the brink.
Yeah.
Aye. So
What do you think of that, David?
so it's all good.
What I fail to understand about David Cameron is he can never answer questions in Parliament because he's not an MP. So he can't be questioned on anything he decides.
Correct.
So how the fuck can he do that?
Right,
you know, he's a member of the House
I
of
would
Lords.
pin it, right?
Not an MP.
King Charles gave him a special thing where he's allowed, because a lord shouldn't be able to go back into the common people to speak for the common people. He's not got a constituency, right? So I looked at it. It's called the Barnley situation or something.
Baron of the United Kingdom for life.
And what do you know what I thought, Vincent, was disgusting?
It's a very unusual.
Sadiq Khan,
it's never happened
made
before.
a statement saying that they should cancel the armistice, you know, day and week and that weekend because the march for Hamas was more important, and that's coming from the fucking, you know, Sadiq Khan, you know, fucking hell, what's wrong with him?
What's wrong with them all? Anyway, God bless people. Right, I'm off, man. Thanks for having me on, Ministry.
No
Thanks
worries,
for
Masters.
chatting with us. Vincent, yourself.
Masters,
Cheers,
nothing's
later.
going to
Bye
change in
now.
the world. It's going to go on forever and a fucking day. All this is. It's never going to change. Not in anybody's lifetime. Never will, Vincent. There'll always be fucking arguments about
Fighting
land.
over a religious lump is what they're doing. Fighting over the rights to dig up some. Is it King Solomon's or David's Mount or whatever it is? King David's Mount, or I don't. The ones that you know, the Jews headbutt and the Muslims go up the top to pray on. You know, they all seem to sort of get along when that's going on.
Yeah. I just think it's like every 10 minutes a child dies, and that's just sad, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah. There are people who just don't want a solution. They just will not. The more solution you find, the more fucking terroristic they will become.
Of course they will. The most, like you said, the more solutions they find, Vincent, the greater the threat they'll be. You know, they'll create more havoc, you know. Generate fucking trouble.
A reason not to have that solution, might they? And it's
it's a sad situation, but there's no rights on both sides. But is, you know, you can't have an action without the reaction, and you know, you can't. If I was a general, I wouldn't send my troops in on the ground for them to get massacred. You know, when I got fucking airplanes and bombs, I can do the same thing. I know it's a terrible thing, and it's killing hundreds and thousands of innocent people.
Yeah,
but it's, you know, it's just awful what's going on there. It all started off because I said to Reese that, do you think that this latest thing is kicked off because Hamas went in and murdered, you know? No, remember 1964? I'm talking about now. This has restarted now. All this fucking madness has restarted because of what they did.
Yeah.
And, you know, and he won't call them terrorists. No, okay. Same as...
Yeah, I know.
Jeremy Corbyn won't call them terrorists. The Labour leader now won't call them terrorists.
Yeah. It didn't 10 or 8 or 10 front benches, didn't it?
Yeah. It's sad. The world is a fucked up place. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Shah.
It's midday, so I'm going to shut down. I think I got some...
okay, Minister.
Cheers, Ministry. Have a great day.
Cheers, everyone. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind, everyone, including you.
Cheers, Masters. Cheers, Reese. Cheers, Angela.
Yeah. Bye, Vince. Bye.
Cheers, Tyrone. Lively live. Good discussion points. You know, I came on with my sort of headline and got that out of the way. Yes, Nomadic. Yes. Yeah, it's been a good live. Some differences of opinion. Few people get more animated than others, you know. but yeah, it's been all right. It's been all right. Lively first live back after a couple of days off. So there'll be a live. Sorry, not a live. There'll be a video later. Yeah, cheers, Masters. Cheers, Masters. There will be a video later, so I will pop in the chat before making a video so people can remind me of a few people want a few things like Pringle Tub, pork chops, collecting rent, ice chain pure watering can. No, plus some of the usual suspects. So I'm gonna annoy people with a couple of shorts before I go.
All right, bruv. Get me, bruv? Please get me, bruv. Please, Fischl, get me, bruv. I'm gonna sing you a song, Fischl. Please get me, bruv. Please get me, Fischl, bruv. I miss you, bruv. I miss you, bruv. I really miss you, bruv. Sorry, bruv. What, bruv? I'm gonna have who the fuck I want on my panel, bruv. Get me, bruv. Chicken fucker. Chicken fucker, bruv. Wacker. Buster, wacker, fucking cunt bastard. Chicken fucker, bruv. Whoa, Fischl, bruv. Please don't chicken fucker me, Fischl, bruv.
Nice beaver, if I do say so myself. Oh, I do like a nice wet beaver. Ha ha, nice.
Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fucker, bruv. Chicken fuckers everywhere, bruv.
Have Russell and chips and beans or something.
Russell, chips and bean.
As the chicken fuckers, bruv. If you get me. La la la, me. I once knew a man called O.J.C. He had a finger as brown as can be. He put it in his ass for just as long as it lasts. If you get me,